5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
We find wrestling, one promotion, one event, one match at a time. We are the Indie Wrestling Experience with Bob and John. I am Bob. John, what is up, man?
What is going on, everybody? Hey, Bob, what's going on, my friend?
Today's been a struggle, man. How about you?
Same. But we're here.
Yeah, we are here. We are here, man. I tell you what, the whole weekend, man. These 3-day weekends are great until you got to go back to work, and then it screws your whole it throws your
I
whole
was
rhythm off.
gonna say I didn't have a 3 day. Say that's not a 3 day for us. So
Oh, never
yeah.
mind then.
So I was working a regular.
Then how do we end up recording on a Wednesday?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Oh man, dude, I tell you what, man, I am just I don't know. I've been doing a lot of my eyes are going cross-eyed again. I don't know if I think I've said this maybe I've said this to you before, but the hangover of doing the big year-end lists was way bigger than I
Hmm.
expected. Like it just took everything out of me.
I
And
bet.
and it took a while for me to sort of get back. Well, this week I got back at it, and there are a ton of new promotions getting added to the rankings this month. I don't know if you've seen some of the posts the last couple of days, but there are many more coming.
Mhm.
And
I have noticed an uptick.
yes, it is just starting too. In fact, one of the promotion I actually announced today, tomorrow, I guess by the time you guys are listening to this, was Lucha Pro, and they're out in LA, and they're no, not Lucha. No, we're saving that for another time, man. Well, I tell you what, next week we are going to have their heavyweight champion Vito Fratelli on with us, and we're
Ooh.
staying up late because this is he's on the West Coast. He's on West Coast time, John. So we're gonna have to I don't know, get some energy drinks or do something to stay up till 8 o'clock at night.
Phew, 8 o'clock, man.
I'm very much
Hey,
looking
yeah,
for,
yeah.
yeah. I'm very much looking forward to talking to Vito, though. He's not just the Lucha Pro champion, he's like the NTLL champion. Shoot, I had a bunch of them sitting right. 3PWA champion. Like, this guy is like, we were talking about, who was it we were talking about? Like, Tiffany Grady, just collecting belts. And this guy's doing the same thing out on the West Coast, man. It's wild. And we're going to have him here with us next week. I'm very much looking forward to talking to him.
Cool.
So let's start talking about some stuff. And I sent you something yesterday that was last minute, but we've had some time to look it over here. This announcement that everything has sort of imploded at Shitsho Wrestling, which, okay, the jokes are out there, right? It was called Shitshow, blah, blah, blah. But
Right.
the stuff that's going on here, did you see some of this? The stuff that's going on here, man, these allegations against this promoter are serious business.
Yeah, it looks really bad, man. And I think the most telling for me is, he's kind of got a couple of posts out, basically throwing out apologies and, hey, man, I'm going to step away and go get some help. Um,
Oh, I didn't see that.
it's not an admission, but whew, that's pretty damning stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, like you said, positive podcast was always our thing, but this is something that I
Hmm.
think is negative, but it's positive when these issues are brought out when, you know, when you, I don't mean to try to describe it a better way, but when you force the cockroaches out into the light kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like we need to clear the space of people who are doing wrong. And I have no knowledge of the situation at Shit Show, but from everything I've seen, it does not look good. It's not just, I mean, look, there are allegations this guy was taking photos and using AI to do all sorts of explicit things. I don't know anything about that. But I do know that some wrestlers that we speak to, wrestlers that we've known or met, have been posting stories about not getting paid, about I saw one wrestler say he had pulled out of their show a month ago and was still advertised as of yesterday. Like all the shady stuff that could go on in a promotion is being alleged here. And that's no good for the business. It's no good for anybody. And in a time when you and I have been talking about all these places closing down, which I got another one for you in a minute, to have the promotions that are left running like this is just it's just bad for everybody.
Yeah, it's not a good look, man, and it's one, it's disheartening that it's still going on, but like you said, it does make you feel um that progress is being made when you get people that stand up for accountability, right? That challenge this shady culture. And like, hey, we don't want to work for this. We don't want it part of our business. We don't want to be associated. Um, and demand change. There's something really cool about that because it's for a long time that this thing that we love really has kind of operated that in the shadows in the back alleys, right? And man, slowly but surely it has been drug into the light, and you know these performers and performers, fans, everybody associated by and large now, in much bigger numbers than ever have been, are not willing to subscribe to this culture anymore. And that's a good thing, man. Everybody wins in this. It's going to be a long road. You and I know that. Um, but man, it's really does make you feel like we're trending in the right direction, doesn't it?
It does. It does. It stinks. You're right. It stinks when you see this kind of thing continue to crop up, but every time it's stamped out correctly and swiftly by the people it affects most, that's like you said, that's a huge win for everybody. And before the speaking out stuff 5 years ago, 6 years ago, this may not have ever happened. So
Hmm.
it's all part of a movement, like you said, and we're just continuing to move forward and be better. And hopefully, and I'll say this, I mean this, I hope that this promoter, if he's struggling the way it sounds like he is, I really do hope that he gets it straight and gets himself figured out, because that's what we all want, right? We don't want to sit here and lambaste people for being terrible. We want people to be better. And so if he's better, I don't know who will trust him to work with him again, but at least he'll be better. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Oh man. Well, I was mentioning a second ago, this isn't on the run sheet because I just saw it a couple of minutes ago before we hit record. But as we're talking about promotions that are going down, AIW, Absolute Intense Wrestling, posted today that they're going to take a hiatus after their March show. And those guys put on some wild matches. Madman Fulton's their champion, and it's just, oh, it's so good. And it's a shame to see them go away. Like I said, they say they're coming back in the summer, but we've seen that intention before, right?
Hmm. Right. Yeah, I'm telling you, at some point too, we're gonna have to kind of take a look, right? How many of these places are shutting down, right? Obviously, we talk about these in some weeks it's more than others, and it's really kind of shocking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, what we really need to start finding too is hey, this promotion is debuting. I'd be curious to see how many are we losing versus how many are cropping up. Is it just kind of a metamorphosis
How
of
do
the
you spell that?
indies? There's is it just change that the indies are undergoing change, and that some of these older promotions are shit show wrestling. Is it promotions where there's some shady shit going on, and guys don't want to work there anymore, or the guys and girls don't want to work there anymore, performers don't want to be there, they don't get paid. Is it a little bit of the weeding out process? Are things going away that need to go away? And are things coming in that are new and exciting things to come in? You and I said, there are an awful lot of wrestlers out there getting an awful lot of run. Um, you know, there's got to be a place for them, right? They're getting booked somewhere. We just haven't found it yet. And that's what I'm going to subscribe to. I'm going to say that's my positive podcast take, right? That there's got to be these promotions that are falling by the wayside. There's something coming up behind them. We just may not know them yet.
Yeah, I agree. And did you ask if you want to know how many of these places are closing down? I'm pulling up my spreadsheets right now. Hold on.
Yeah, I know you are.
But it's a lot. And actually, I'll throw this in there too. Um, First, I want to make sure that I say, because I did this very late last week, we do have third shift coming up with us this week, later
Oh
in the
man.
show. And the fresh tag team from up near Buffalo, New York. And we are very much looking forward to meeting them, Adam, Carter, and Flux. Yeah, they're a newer tag team, and they're looking to take the Northeast and beyond by storm. So we're very much looking forward to seeing them in a little while. But the one thing I was going to mention to you, as we're sitting here
Hmm.
doing this, see, this is why you can't do this. I can't. You get in trouble hanging out with me, John, because I just Thunder Mountain Wrestling earlier today. Yeah, Thunder Mountain Wrestling out of Arizona just posted something 5 hours ago saying that they have acquired another former Arizona-based wrestling promotion. So
Okay.
now that's adding to that conversation. Now we're consolidating too, right?
Hmm. Yep.
So is this part of the overall decline? Is this what happens in a downturn? You know what I mean? The people who can't handle their finances get weed out. The people whose fan base are struggling economically when times turn tough, they get weeded out. And some of them join forces, like we saw, what was it, West Coast and St. Louis Anarchy and New Texas do.
Hmm.
And, some of them are merging into one company. 814 Wrestling out of Pennsylvania is the same thing. They used to be Eclipse and they merged with AON and became 814. I mean, it's happened before. It happens all the time.
Hmm.
Um, But I want to parlay this. I'm going down the notes a little bit, but I want to parlay this since we're already talking about it here because the landscape is continuing to change with the announcement last month that High Spots TV is closing down. And that
Hmm.
took me on took me down quite a little rabbit hole, as you and I have been talking about for weeks, how IWTV and Triller schedules are light.
Hmm.
And I don't know. It's weird because what I've been seeing is people promotions moving away from the streaming. I have
Hmm.
heard that Triller is a mess, from various people, and that payouts are weird and people are very nervous to stream live on there, and so you've seen a lot of the live promotions off of there, except GCW, which seems to be their big wrestling promotion. But with all the other stuff they got going on with boxing and all that other stuff, it's a kind of a mess. And IWTV's schedule is down, and we're seeing this influx of people removing their video or their live performances or whatever from streaming on a platform and going direct to the consumer. So either using like YouTube subscriptions and putting their whole library behind a paywall. Patreon, the same thing. It's the same exact mechanism. It's just a different platform. Everything behind the paywall, live chats, video library, live streams, and special private discords that you can't find by doing like a Google search. You can't find out which promotions have these private discords because you have to pay to get access. As
Hmm.
a business guy, I'll start with you on this, and that is for each individual business as a business, especially in these times with it being a downturn, they are now removing the middleman, right? They're removing the partner that they have to pay to be on their platform. And
Exactly.
instead,
Why pay, somebody to take a piece, especially when it is so. Now, granted, I say easy, it's all relative, right? But relatively easy now for them to reach out directly to their fan base. Um, this kind of even feeds into what we've been talking about with, our big rubber guys, right? Um, you know, with these smaller promotions finding ways to create some really unique merch on a smaller insular level. Um, and kind of tailor it individually to their promotion. Um, as technology evolves, it becomes easier to self promote these things. Um, why pay a middleman to stream my stuff when I can do it directly and save, a few percentage points. Um, Also at that point you're protecting your brand, right? You're protecting your proprietary stuff. You're in total control of the narrative of your content. It's not being out, it's not leaked onto another site, it's not misrepresented in a way that you maybe did not intend it to be. um whether that's a complete show, a complete promotion, individual performers. Um, it really is the a la carte um, world that we live in, right? Everything is individualized. You know, you and I can watch the same promotion, and you're gonna watch it one way. You may subscribe, and there's certain performers you're following versus mine. Well, if I'm streaming it directly, you can maybe I pay for access for everybody. You could break it down to, I mean, I really just follow these three guys out of this promotion, and you've got access to all their matches.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You
Yes.
really can pick and choose what you want. Maybe I've got $10 a month and I want the whole shebang, but you've got 15 promotions you're watching, so you really only have $3 a promotion to watch, and I'm really only watching these guys for, you know, reporting purpose. It really can be done that way. And I think this is more an evolution of, uh, the indie world and the technology that's being used to bring it to the masses, than it is, the demise of what we love. An economic downturn, we're all in it, we all feel it. Um, but that breeds ingenuity. It's going to breed some new things and some new ways to put eyeballs on your product, that we may not have thought of before.
Right.
And again, I know we keep saying it, but it really becomes a wait and see strategy on our end, as the consumer, as the fan, the viewer.
Yeah. I'm curious about something because, and get ready for this. I'm about to refer to you as a young person, but we,
Take it.
you and I think we consume wrestling a little bit differently. And I think from what I can tell from the text that I get, you seem to consume it more like young people do now than I do. I love the streaming services. I like being able to go back and watch old libraries. I'm rewatching the 1980s and, the big time now. I mean, I'm pulling up shows on IWTV from, whenever and watching them and just having it there at my fingertips. I love that setup. I've loved it since the WWE network came out. But
Mhm.
but what I'm finding is that most people aren't consuming wrestling that way. That most people are consuming wrestling and finding wrestling, which is what we say we do every week. Finding wrestling by watching short clips, getting hit with something on
Mhm.
YouTube or Instagram or Facebook Reels or TikTok, that catches their attention and they consume wrestling that way. So for me, it's
For
kind of foreign, but I'm throwing it back to you. You do consume wrestling that way. So if do you think it's viable
I
for
have
people to consume?
I so so here it is for me. I like a lot of people, my time is very divided. I don't have, as much time. I've just I'm busy, man. I got a lot of things going on. Married guy. Getting ready to be a grandpa. I got grandkids. I got
Woo!
you know I got uh, an older parent that I'm caring for now. I've got other familial responsibilities. So I'm kind of I've kind of migrated to the style, the clips and the Instagrams and this and that, because that's what I have time to consume.
Hmm.
I love being able to sit and watch a full um, event, but I don't always have 2.5, 3 hours to sit and watch. And especially the amount of content that you and I go through on a regular basis. So for me to be able to keep informed of one, just my enjoyment of it because this is what I love, and two, to keep informed for what we're doing in the purposes of the podcast. I consume moments, I consume matches, as opposed to uh, full events. It's just more out of necessity than um, desire for it. But yes, it is the younger way, more of the younger way to consume it. Um, Now, I think these kids consume it that way, or these younger, people or fans are consuming it that way because this is what they know. That's the attention span. They want to watch. They may watch a full event's worth of matches, but they don't want to watch the filler matches. They don't. They want the moments. Everything that's isn't that what Instagram and TikTok and X and everything.
100%.
It's moments, right? Everything is viral moments. Well, if I can watch 12 viral matches
On your lunch break.
in and out, on my lunch break, then that's what I want to do. And then I could talk about it. I can speak on it. I can share it with my friends. It's easily sent and resent again. Hey, watch, 3 minutes and 40 seconds in, watch this. It's just what it is. It really, it's part of it is just again that a la carte world that we've become accustomed to. And man, it's just everybody's everybody's just busy, man.
Hmm.
It's hard to sit and consume a complete event. Um, yeah, I wish I had a better explanation.
No, I wanted to ask you though. So for me, the beginning of the discovery engine, I guess you'll call it, of independent wrestling was going on to IWTV and seeing 250 promotions or whatever listed and all these different options and things like that. That's how I find wrestling.
Hmm.
So do you think that this process, these moments, these clips, these do you think that's a similar enough discovery engine for this new generation? Like, are these promotions are views getting funneled into these promotions because of these tiny clips that are in a feed on TikTok? If somebody sees a
Hmm.
clip of Madman Fulton from AIW, are they? Do you think that they're just as easily finding AIW after that as I was when I scrolled past the list of names and clicked on AIW on IWTV? I mean, it doesn't seem like it makes
I
much sense, but kids are doing it, so it does make some sense.
I think absolutely. That's where these kids, because everything is tagged in these, right? So if I come across a Madman Fulton from that promotion, the promotion's linked. Madman. So now I start following Madman Fulton. I start AIW. It's you start. Oh well, I like Fulton, so I like all of these matches. Well, but I like the promotion. Well, they got all these. It's very simple and intuitive, even for an old guy like me, to kind of get into these things. And the AI nature of these apps, um, now, okay, well, you like this. Well, let's feed in. I mean, that's how I came across the soft ground wrestling, right?
Right.
When would I ever have come across Ugandan wrestling in the mud?
100%.
Never. but I love it. It's great. And these are the things that are funneled to them. Well, if you like that, I sent you something the other day with a promotion. I believe it was up in, was it out of, I don't remember where it was out of. I don't remember if it was a German promotion out of Philadelphia. I don't know where it was. But how cool was it that this wrestling promotion worked with setting up a live orchestra?
Oh, it was awesome.
Like the and just the artistry of it, right? Just, I mean, think about. I mean, they were timing moves to the crescendos in the music, and vice versa. We talk about all the time about innovations. Show me something new. Show me something different. And again, it went viral, right? Here's this guy getting slammed to the percussion in this
It was so
operatic
cool.
orchestra going. It Again, I don't find that unless somebody brings it to my attention. And now I don't need that, you know, such a large group of friends out there to funnel that stuff down to me. I've got an app that is now saying, hey, you know, we see the things that you're liking. We're using our predictive AI. Here you go. Check this out. It's not all winners. I get stuff in there that I blow right by. It's not interesting to me. Um, but gosh darn it, there's a lot of it that gets me interested. And I follow so much stuff. I mean, you and I both follow a ton of stuff, and we've come to those things differently.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I do think this is how younger fans today are finding these promotions, and I think that the younger fans, especially ones that are getting into the independent wrestling scene, are able to find more and quickly than you and I ever were at that age. Now,
Mm-hmm.
granted, we didn't have the apps. We didn't have, it was a tape trader. It was your buddy who had a buddy that had a friend that had a sister that was dating a wrestler that knew a guy. Was like, man, you got to see these guys up in Rhode Island running out of a closed down Denny's.
Right.
But that's how you found things,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now it is so much more accessible. Um, that I think that's what's feeding the fandom right now.
Right. No, and listen, I guess the other thought I have is, so the independent rest when in 1994 in 1994 baseball went on strike.
Back in my day,
That's right. That's right. Back in the 1900s, the late 1900s, baseball went on strike, and you remember that strike in 94. It was bitter. And
hmm terrible.
one of the main things on in that discussion, as it has been for years since, but the real big blow up over that was the salary cap. And
Mhm.
there were people in a camp then saying, well, this is business. So good businesses thrive, bad businesses go away. And there were other people making arguments that yes, that is how it normally works, but the business we're talking about here is Major League Baseball, not the Baltimore Orioles or the San Jose. Yeah, I'm talking hockey, but not the Baltimore Orioles. It's the whole collective, and if they aren't competitive with each other, the whole product suffers. That's why you need to do this thing that economically for one company may not make sense, but for a bunch of cooperating companies is a necessity. And I say
Mhm.
that to say now, if this is the trend and everybody is going to essentially everybody's isolating their brand from all the other brands. And the people who are hardcore AIW fans will go to AIW. The hardcore fans of MCW will go there. Raging Pro Wrestling, all those they'll go where they're fans of. But is that good for the overall health of independent wrestling if you're I mean, when we had the streaming I mean the cable breakup and all these streaming services came up, people were crying. I can't afford all these streaming services just to watch the shows I want to watch. You mentioned before how difficult or how expensive is it to watch all of the WWE content this year? It's like $1,000 or something, right?
Right.
If we're now splitting these
When
tiny
when
micro
when
systems,
5 years ago, right? When 5 years ago we had that for 19.99.
yep. Yep, but let me. I said then, and I'll say now, I have no problem paying for as many stream. Now, I mean, like I said, I'm not doing bad. I will pay for as many streaming services as it takes to watch the programs that I love. I don't mind. I subscribe to probably six wrestling platforms and probably eight more streaming platforms. I don't mind it at all. I don't mind paying $200 a month to get the content I want versus $100 a month on cable that was garbage most of the time in commercials. Here, it's a much smaller microsystem breaking down. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just the lone one. Maybe I'm just the only crazy one that's thinking about following 20 promotions and paying $6.99 a month. But maybe it's not even on other people's radar. Is it? Am I alone? Am I alone here in thinking that? Is that people are going to gravitate towards the content that they want, and they're not going to be worried about consuming it all like me?
Um, Again, I know I keep saying this. It's the a la carte world we're in. Yeah, people are going to pay that. That's the kick in cable's nuts, right? Is
Mm-hmm.
that you force me to buy all these things and I only watch 50% of it. I'm willing to pay the same price and watch 100% of just the things I want to watch. Um, Now the problem is all of these streaming services now are listen, cable when it first came out was the greatest thing ever, right? You and I were there when cable came out, right?
Oh,
Oh, I
yeah.
don't have to broadcast TV. Ugh, that's for old people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, streaming, man, I was an early adopter of the streaming. I love the streaming. Um, it has slowly gotten to where it is, nickel and diming you to death, right? Every time I log into my email account, there's a Hulu or Peacock or Crackle or this one or that one that's, hey, we're going from 9.99 to 12.99, 12.99 to 13.99, 13.99 to 19.99. Eh, hey, hey, you love this WWE Network? Yeah, we're going to put that on Netflix. It'll be even better, except it's going to cost you three times as much, and you're not going to have access to everything. And we're going to put half of it on this other app, and we're going to put some over here. Oh, NXT, yeah, we're going to put that on a different app. And it is like you said, it is business, and business is always going to push to the point of market saturation and market dissatisfaction, right? They're going to push you until you're dissatisfied with the product and then changes come.
WWE tickets.
Why? Right. I mean,
They're pushing us right now.
I just read something. I read something the other day. I forget. Apologize. I don't remember who the 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 WWE alum was that they were speaking to, but basically was talking about, yes, Vince created $1 billion business, but he didn't do this to the fans with pricing. He built that off of advertising. He built it off of you know rights and things like that. He kept it somewhat. Granted, I mean, you and I know what prices went up to even under Vince,
Mm-hmm.
but this, man, this is just it's disgusting. Um, we can't put a positive spin on what WWE is
Not
doing to
even gonna
fans.
try.
And dude, you and I, we're a couple of, middle-aged guys. We're at our peak earning powers as it is. And we do okay.
Oh shit.
We're comfortable. We're doing well. I don't understand how I can turn on a WWE product and those stands are packed. I
Mm-hmm.
don't I don't know how it happens. And granted, I don't know. All I can figure is that they've got house shows with seven people there. That's the only thing I can figure. Um,
Yeah.
that people are willing to pay to show up at these events, and these are corporate events. It's like the Super Bowl. There's not a casual fan at the Super Bowl.
Right.
There are super fans at the Super Bowl, right? There are celebrity fans. There are influencer fans. There are people with inordinate amount of money that can afford to go to there because they go there to be seen. You're not there for Granted, some of them, yes, are. I get that. I retract what I said. But by and large, they're there to be seen. They're
Hmm.
there to be seen at an event. They're there to put themselves on Facebook, the FaceSpace, the My Peoples, the all the other stuff. Um,
John's our social media
it's
marketer.
just, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Um, does that go on LinkedIn? I think I put a picture on LinkedIn once.
Yeah, no, no, it's
Um,
doing real well.
no, okay. It it's just it's just greed that drives it, and it just pushes the casual fan, um, and the marginal fans towards where we're at, and that's what we're talking about. That's the things, and that's why we worry so much about, um, any downturn that we're seeing and worrying about in the indie market, right? If these promotions start going away and these $10 shows, $25 shows, we just talked to, a guy, or I talked to a guy the other day just out and about. Um, yeah, he had gone to some show. Yeah, there was some show. I want to say he up in Dundalk. It wasn't MCW. It wasn't,
Woo!
one of our normal promotions, but it was. I don't know if it. I don't know what it could have been. Backyard for all I know. But they do a show every couple of months. I have to see if I can find this guy and get the name of it. But they do a show every couple of months, and it was kind of like when we talked to Joe Crow, right? About, they some of these shows where they were putting on free shows, and then the big shows are the paid shows. Um, there are promotions out there that want to be family friendly, that want to cater to us as fans and what the fans are going through. Um, that's who we want you to go out and support, man. That's who we want you to go out and watch and follow.
Yeah,
And if, long way to get back to, how we're consuming wrestling. But if these apps and, um, these algorithms are pushing these viral moments in these smaller promotions and getting them into the zeitgeist of us indie fans, then so be it, man. I'm all for it.
yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. And you mentioned something before about the streaming services nickel and diming you, and this will be the last thing. I'm not going to beat the dead horse. We'll move on after this, but I I'm already starting to think about what because what we're seeing now is the streaming services. There was a split, everything's split into tiny pieces, and now everything is coming back. Everybody's merging again, and now you got ESPN and Hulu and Disney on one, and Netflix just bought Warner Brothers Discovery. Like they're all starting to recombine, and I got to
Mhm.
imagine at some point that's going to be what happens here, but probably in a different form
It
somewhere
be
down the road.
right. Dude, it becomes cable again.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Like you said, things
you
are cyclical.
yeah, yep.
It's
So,
true. Oh man, well yeah, that's an interesting discussion and something I've had my eye on for a while. Because I'm just like I said, I think I view wrestling like an old person. So I guess I'm just gonna have to get on the train here with this new way to consume wrestling. I can't watch TikTok, dude. I can't watch short form videos. It's just killing me. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like I'm the only person that can't. Um, what else is going on, man? Oh, see, pre-sales are up for Wrestlecade. They went on
I
pre-sale
did.
on Monday. We gonna clear out some room in our schedule this year, John. We're gonna do Thanksgiving weekend in North Carolina. Leave on a
I
Friday.
don't know if I'm gonna be able. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull off a Thanksgiving weekend, but it might be something that's definitely discussed, man. Because I think you definitely got me sold on Wrestlecade. It just looks like an absolute blast.
Yeah, it really is so much fun, and I do want to get back to it. I know I tease you with because you've got family, so it's hard. I do the same thing with my daughters. They live with my first wife out in Michigan, and they always go to her brothers on Thanksgiving. And they're like, no, we have to go to we go to Uncle Matt's. We can't go to North Carolina to go to wrestling. Again, I'm the problem here, not everybody else. I know, I know. Oh man, I don't know what's going to happen this year at Wrestlecade. I don't know that they've announced any people or any things that are going on, but I do know that I saw tickets are selling fast, even on the pre-sale. like first row might be sold out for the whole weekend.
Mm.
So, and it's February and that's November. So that you talk about a brand that's going strong. Lots of things may be on a downturn, but
Yeah,
WrestleCade's
but not
selling out
everything,
shit on a
man.
pre-show, man. I mean, on a pre-sale.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to Wrestle. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, Richard Holliday. Did you see we previewed last week Out of Control Wrestling out of Arkansas? We did the
Hmm.
whole preview. I communicated with them back and forth, sent them a link to the show. They kayfabed us the whole time. They had Richard Holliday in their back pocket. Shows up. I was so excited for that. Did you see any of what happened with him, or was it just that he showed up?
Just that he showed up. Yeah. So if you got some news, man, give it to me.
I don't. I don't. I want to ask those folks at Out of Control Wrestling
Ah.
about it. I want to know what's going on, man. Because they do, I think they do weekly shows. So they're coming back this week
Mhm.
with a show called Aftermath or something like that.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, I mean, dude, Holiday's a big get for them, man. I mean, that's a dude that is primed for a bigger push here pretty soon. Um, Man, that's awesome for them.
it is. It's fantastic.
Love it.
Um, so yeah, so I was reading something though, like not only did Holiday show up, but he made a post today. I think it was today. I don't know. I saw it today about travel. Where is this story? Here we
Hmm.
go. I don't know if you saw this. Did you see it?
Mm-mm. No, no, no.
It's 2 days ago, so this must be Monday after his weekend. Yesterday's madness. My flight in Memphis was delayed 2 hours. So when I landed in Chicago, my connection was missed, and the next one out would have made me miss the show for Wrestling with Character. I landed, checked the United app, and found a flight heading to Providence that was boarding in 15 minutes. Ran to the gate, and thankfully the agent was super cool and put me on the flight. Rented a car, drove 2 hours to get my car that was in Hartford, then got on to the show with enough time to put on a fun main event. I've always maintained the notion that we make our towns as pro wrestlers no matter what it takes. That's fucking awesome.
That's a guy living the life, man. He,
Yeah.
doing it, practicing what he preaches, and that's dude. That's one of the reasons why everybody loves that guy.
He's the
You
best.
don't hear, dude. You hear nothing bad about him. A pro's pro, dude. Absolutely.
Yeah. I hope Out of Control Wrestling got a good rub for, or had a good experience with him there, and may hopefully he'll be back. But it's very cool, man. Richard Holliday wants to help. I mean, he's one of those guys who wants to show up at your promotion and create buzz. And you guys should let him do it if you can, because it's working.
Absolutely.
I can't believe he's not signed. He's another one of those guys that's on my list that, like, how is Richard Holliday with all that
Yep.
charisma, all that personality, and
I know. I
makes
know.
makes no sense to me. Him and Ben Bishop, man, I just don't get it.
Dude, we're gonna talk about Bishop later on. Yeah, it's Ben is one, just dude, his freak size and the fact that he is, most guys that size are not jacked. He is freaking jacked, dude, and can move. Um, this particular match we're gonna talk about later was one of the best matches I've seen him in.
Uh-huh.
Um, how he is not in AEW or WWE, and I'm not talking WWE NXT. I don't know how he is not on a main roster. I don't know how somebody hasn't decided to package him with
Ooh,
yeah, almost, and just the new skyscrapers right there. I'm in.
that's awesome. Hell yeah, man.
Give me Ellering back and off to the
Yes.
races, dude. Off to the races. Just let them run roughshod and just let them show up wherever the fuck they feel like.
Right. Right.
I
God
would
damn.
God, I would love that.
Right. That's cool, man. Yeah, that would be great. And I mean, like you said, but both those guys on TV, NXT TV, or on the main roster or AW or whatever, man, like they've just got that. They've got the ability to be on TV and have a camera presence. And it's so hard to
Hmm.
get, you know what I mean? And these guys have got it naturally.
Yep.
Um, Speaking of, well, I'll get to that in a second. So, well, you mentioned the match. I know
Hmm.
you don't have a lot of time. I just put a couple of notes in there because I wasn't sure. Did you get a chance to watch the show? Some of it, all of it? The Focus Pro show?
I did. I saw all the show. Yeah, I watched the show. It was really, really good.
Yeah. It was
It's
one of
just
the best ones I've seen.
kind of sitting on my desk, kind of going all day today. Just kind of in the background and watching it. But it was a phenomenal, phenomenal card. But yeah, you know, Bishop, that is the absolute best I have seen him. I've seen him just at all.
Hmm. And
You know,
Danny Miles is a
he
bulldog.
moved, dude. That match, just the visual of the two of them, right? Miles just this wrecking ball, right? And Bishop is just so big, dude. He looks like a fucking 8 foot tall action figure. And if there is somebody right now in wrestling on any level that has a choke slam better than Ben Bishop, show me. Change my mind because I don't see it. It is hellacious.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I mean, Danny Miles, squeaks one out, that dirty little shit. Um, but yeah, it was an absolutely, it was a great match, man. I just sat there and smiled the whole time. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
I did too, man. But my that little shit one match was right before it, and that's Channing Thomas. That motherfucker. Look,
Oh,
I had I I had Grassa groomed and ready to go. You had Miles Hawkins in your back
I had
pocket, and
Hawkins. Yep.
Channing Thomas sneaks out a win. That son of a bitch ruined my. Had to throw the whole rankings into flux now. No, all due respect, Channing Thomas is an incredible performer, and I didn't expect him to
Yep.
win. I did expect one of the home guys to do it, but look, man, that Channing Thomas and Monty Aries again, number two.
Mhm.
I'm here for it. That'll be great.
Yep. Yep. I'm running back. Keep giving it to me. I love it.
Hell yeah, man. Um, of course, my guy, Poppy Guapo, Diego Alvarez takes a loss, takes the L to Izzy Moreno. I was
Hey,
so
Izzy's gonna look great on that belt. That face is perfect
no,
for that belt.
no, 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 no. There's no Izzy belt. Don't get that shit started.
Oh, okay. I just I didn't realize it was a non-title match.
I put out a tweet while I was watching it because you saw him come out to Bailey's music. Diego did, which
Hmm.
was so great. And I
Yep.
tweeted something about,
Oh, it was hilarious.
he knows how to get in Izzy's head. He's definitely going to pick up the win. And in the morning, I woke up and there was a retweet from Izzy Moreno saying, guess what, guys?
That's awesome.
He didn't
That
get
is
in my
awesome.
head. I won. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But now Izzy has made a couple of steps into Focus Pro. Like the first time she was there, I
Hmm.
was like, okay, they're bringing her in. Out she'll go. But she's been coming back, and
Dude, I think Izzy's a great fit at Focus Pro right
yeah,
now. I would love to see her get a decent little run. I mean, hell, who wouldn't love to see her and Kaya?
that's
Come on.
right. 100% where I was going. Yep. Izzy and Kaya,
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
Oh, absolutely.
She was just in a match. Izzy just won the championship down at Atomic Legacy Wrestling in Florida a couple of weeks ago in a match that was like her, Renee Michelle, Casey Lennox, and someone else. It was like a star-studded match.
Hmm.
I did not expect Izzy to come out on top, but she's the champion there, and she's making quite look. I as an older school fan and remembering her as a 10-year-old at the NXT shows, it's just weird for me
Hmm.
still. Um, but she's she's putting her stamp on the indies right now for sure. She's one of those ones that's
Absolutely.
now
And,
everywhere.
and dude, that crowd was over for Izzy. They
Hmm.
loved her, especially the kids. Dude, she connects with the kids. It reminds me of Bailey
It
back in the
does.
day, right? Dude, it is. I love seeing that. I just absolutely love seeing it because it comes so natural to her. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it really is, man. Like I said, I'm coming around on Izzy. Like you said, that place popped big time for her.
Oh, hard, hard.
And they hate Diego. So it was like a really good, like, battle of whatever. I mean, they hate him so much.
Which, listen, who wouldn't, right? But in all seriousness, it shows you how fucking good that guy is,
Hmm.
right?
Yes, he's a great
Dude,
heel.
he is one of the best going right now.
He is. The best going right now in Focus Pro put on one fucking hell of a main event, though, dude. Monty Aries and Gringo Loco might be my favorite Monty Aries match so far. I'm not. I have to go back and look, but it was that good.
Dude, listen, and Gringo is he's not a young dude anymore. And man, he can still get after it. Absolutely. I mean, he put on a hell, dude, he sold so hard for Monty.
Yes, he did.
Um, and dude, Monty was doing something there. At one point, he had this like pop up, kind of jump to the second rope and flip and turn and do a drop kick off the second springboard drop. It's like a dude that size? Are you kidding me? Oh, it was awesome. Dude, man, Monty is just every time I see him, he's getting better. It's a matter of time before
Dude,
he is a big time promotions guy.
right.
I can't see how he doesn't, knock on wood, bar an injury. I just don't see he's just got he's got all the tools, man.
Yeah, he really does. And again, another guy, he's got the size, he's got the frame. And once he dedicated himself to all of the aspects of it, you can see his body transformation. I mean, the guy is
Oh,
jacked now. I
dude,
mean,
he,
incredible. I mean, he was
he
already in shape, but now
yeah,
he's like primed. You know what I mean?
yep.
I was talking about like 6 months ago. I was saying to you and Rich, it's weird. It's like Laney Luck. There's something about Laney Luck that's different. It's like she's leveling herself up for TV or something. This is what it feels like with Monty. It feels like Monty has now leveled himself
Mhm.
up. He now
Yep.
looks like the thing people want. He looks like a third of the guys on LFG.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? I mean, he could get in there with those dudes right now and just have
Oh,
banger matches.
absolutely.
But yeah,
Agreed.
Gringo was doing great. And the thing I liked about Gringo was not only was Gringo did, he sold so well for Monty. But then in the middle, he would
Mhm.
get up and heckle the fans that were heckling him. Like he's so
I
aware
know.
of like everything that's happening.
Dude,
He's selling, but he's
I,
defiant.
again, we were talking earlier about being a pros pro, right? Richard Holliday. Listen, Gringo's been around for this long for a reason, right? Uh, the guy is just he knows how to work a crowd. He knows he he's got promo skills for days, and it it just throws you off his move set with a guy that's built like he is, right?
Yes.
Because he does stuff you expect Rey Mysterio to do, right? And it's like what did I just see? Because Gringo is not a little dude.
No.
Now, he looks small, but that you're in there with Monty Aries,
Yeah.
most people are gonna look small. Um, but yeah, it is phenomenal to see a guy still performing at that level, as many years as he's been around.
Yeah.
I love it.
I do too. I was so happy to see that match when it came up. I immediately ran and told you when I saw it, like, it's time. You know what I mean? And
That
it did
match
not
sold me
disappoint.
because that match sold me. That's the whole reason I carved out time to watch this whole event. One, I just love Focus Pro. It's one of my favorite promotions out right now. And they just put on these phenomenal cards. But you told me Monty Aries, which I've got a man crush on, and Gringo Loco, who I've loved. I think since he started wrestling, I think I don't know, probably second grade. I think, so it's just great.
It is. It is, man.
Back in 82 when he started, it was awesome.
Oh yeah, well they just put up today that they are coming back March 28th. So that'll be the next show for Focus Pro. I haven't seen any matches yet, but it's going to be a banger, man. Those shows just keep getting better and better, man. I'm here for it. And that venue is the venue we talked about when we did the live chat.
I That's
Love
the
that
beer
place.
hall. I love it. The fans just kind of all standing and just at the ringside, and then fans beating on the side of the ring. It is such a unique environment. It's just the fan interaction is on a whole different level.
Yeah, when you got people, the promotion telling guys to move back, like
Hmm.
you got a crowd that's into what's happening.
Yep.
So, and you're right, they're banging on the damn ring. I mean, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Oh, what else do we have to talk about here? Oh, all right, some sad news here. A couple of things went down. Did you see Matt Tremont go down at GCW in that match against Cruel? It was like right away.
I did. It looked bad. Reading more about it. Apparently, I guess Matt's been dealing with some back issues leading up to the match, and um, apparently just tweaked it. And listen, Matt's not a young guy. Matt, and god damn the abuse that man's taken over the years.
Oh
I can only
Lord.
imagine. I do nothing physical, and I've had the bad back. I've had the back go out. Um, it is painful. It is scary. First time I did it, I thought I apologized to my wife and told her I think something's wrong and I'm never going to walk again. Right? It's just it is scary and it's bad. Um,
Yeah.
Matt kind of strikes me as the kind of guy that what would put me down for a week is probably something he just kind of adjusts himself and continues on with a death match. So I can only imagine the amount of pain that it took for this dude to drop like he did and for them to call the match for him not to be able to continue. So all we can do is wish him well and a speedy recovery, and hopefully, it's just a matter of some rest and some time off. Yeah,
Yeah.
that-
Yeah, and like you said,
good luck
he's
to
a
you, Matt.
yeah, he's not a young dude. He's not only is he not a young dude, but he's another in this group of guys that we know that are having this late career resurgence or this late 30s resurgence.
Yes, absolutely.
And with all the miles Matt Tremont put on his body before this,
Hmm.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot for a guy his age, which is just a little younger than our age, to do all this extra work. I mean, it's got to be taking a toll on his body. But the thing that
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but the thing that caught me was when you first saw that clip, you didn't think it was the back, did you? Like I didn't.
No, I thought I thought we were looking at a heart issue. I really
Hmm.
did. Um, but again, as a guy that's had my back go out, I mean, you go down like somebody shot you,
Right.
right? You just, I mean, it looks horrible when your back goes, dude. It's just you're done. But yeah, that you and I have just seen. There's been too many things we've seen over the years. Us being a little bit older, we've seen a lot of wrestling. Um, and we've seen a lot of bad things. That's exactly where my mind went, and it did. I had to catch my breath. I mean, it took my breath away. It scared me. Um, yeah, just and you just feel really bad for him too, man. Because I mean, come on, Matt Tremont. I mean, that's a high profile match for Tremont, right? He's in there with Cruel, who both of us agree is pretty much set to ascend to the next level. I mean, that's a great showcase match for Tremont. And man, to have that kind of happen and he hates disappointing the fans. He feels and he'll be back. We know it. And hopefully we'll get that rematch. I was stoked to see that match. So,
Hmm.
um, like I said again, all we can do is wish him well and speedy recovery.
Yeah, it's funny because like that, this Tremont versus Cruel was the match where I mentioned before where I had seen Cruel do the tope
Mhm.
over light tubes onto the floor against. I mean, these guys
Yes.
they go these two
Yep.
together. It's wild. And they had the
Hmm.
whole ring. They had the light tubes in the ring, like the cage you've seen. Like it was
Yep. Loved it.
crazy. And so yeah, so like I said, but like you said, at the same time, it's a lot to put on your body. I'm glad it's
Hmm.
his back. I'm hoping he's taking care of himself and he doesn't rush back. That he takes care of his body, but that he comes back when he's ready because he will. He will come back.
Yep.
Um, and it's scary too. I mean, like we also saw this week, we saw Desmond Cole make an
Hmm.
announcement. The big Bufo man, that's my guy. I mean, I am such a fan of Desmond Cole. Victory Pro Wrestling champion, Limitless champion until just recently when Dijak beat him. I'm wondering if that was the beginning
Mm-hmm.
of
Oh,
this, whatever he's figuring out. But he made an announcement saying he's got some medical issues that he's got to address and that he'll be back, but he's got to take care of it. He looked completely destroyed making that announcement. And I don't really know what the injury
mhm.
is, but or what the issue is.
I and
Doesn't matter.
and
I
I
just
couldn't, yeah, couldn't find anything about it. So, it just leaves you to wonder, okay, are we, is it physical? Is it mental? Is it, emotional? Is I just need some time? I'm burned out. We don't know, but yeah, he looked absolutely distraught in that message. Made me feel for the guy. Because yeah, Desmond is another one that is way on the come up. Um, yeah, all we can do is wish him well. Again, take the time, heal up, get what you need, man.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I did see Victory Pro Wrestling vacated his title and I guess they had a match this past Saturday for a shot at a championship match. I guess they're gonna fill this vacancy here at a future show. Maybe it's the next one. I'm not sure. Um, but I believe I'm not sure, but I thought I saw somewhere Samuel Thompson might be involved. So you know,
Ooh.
when Samuel and Valerie show up, all bets are off. But yeah, I don't know what's coming. I'm very interested to see what happens, and I really hope. Again, same thing with Tremont, man. Take your time, take care of your body first, take care of you first. But when you come back, boy, I'm gonna be right here.
Yes, sir.
Um, what else? I think I had one more. Oh, I had one more thing to mention, and that was so I wanted to talk about Zilla Fatu. And
Ooh.
it started with this post from Brett. Now we've been seeing a lot from Brett Lauderdale this week. um,
Yes, we have. Brett is out there, large and in charge, man.
yeah, seriously. And but this one was not good. This is
Hmm.
February 9th. So it was 9 days ago now. I saw Brett Lauderdale post. When they first met Zilla, he had 13 matches and an ugly fallout with Booker T under his belt. We took him into the GCW family, brought him on the road, and gave him the opportunity to work with, be around, and learn from some of the best in the business. Nobody else would touch him. I have a lot of respect for the family, so I won't say anything to damage his career. There's a reason he's still out here and not with them on TV, and it has nothing to do with his talent. Unfortunately, he hasn't figured that out yet. And the next set of comments on the tweet are about him hanging with his crew and guys in his crew being the problem and him not realizing that his crew is the problem. Um, I don't have anything bad to say about Zilla Fatu. I don't know him, but that seeing the post didn't surprise me. Did it surprise you?
No, no. I mean, we've known that a guy that's got that level of talent that hasn't been signed, especially when this bloodline stuff was going, and the fact that Jacob, right, could overcome the obstacles that he's kind of had in front of him, because we heard a lot of the same stuff for Jacob for years,
100%.
right? Um, the fact that Zilla hasn't made his way in there lets you know that there's something, right? Again, we're speculating. We don't know him. We don't know anything about him. Um, but if you're not signed there, there's a reason. Um, hopefully he figures out, because I'm telling you that guy is just he's there's you look at him and all you see is superstar. I mean,
100%.
superstar on, like, I'm not saying superstar, you know, everybody knows your name. I'm saying superstar on lunch boxes,
Yeah, headline of
all the
WrestleMania.
bloodline. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
agree with you 1,000%.
So hopefully he can figure it out, man. I mean, history is littered with guys that had that talent that never got there. Um,
Right.
hopefully, Teddy Hart. Hopefully Zilla figures it out, because I'll tell you what, man, he is one of the most entertaining guys, um, next to Jacob, that I have seen in the last 15 years. Just absolute must see wrestling.
Right.
And I just hope he can figure it out, man. And this announcement that you're going to be talking about,
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned.
gives me goosebumps.
Oh, me too, man. And And you mentioned Jacob. Jacob's the perfect parallel here because Vince would
Mm-hmm.
never let him in WWE, and I think it was the
Nope.
transition that allowed it to happen. Um, Still having trouble getting into Canada, I believe, but
Mm-hmm.
but the sky's the limit for Fatu here, and it sounds like he's about to main event night 2 of WrestleMania, so that's a big deal. Or night, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
which night, but the thing about Jacob is selfishly, I miss Jacob being around. Like I like being able to
Yeah,
go to
I
MLW in
know what you
Philly and
mean.
catch Jacob, and like I like seeing Zillow around. I saw him in Wisconsin. I saw him in Texas. He is just a sight to see, man. You talk about viral moments. Zilla's one of them.
Yeah.
And like you said, it would be a shame if he, with all that talent, Teddy Hart is the perfect example because we
Mm-hmm.
don't want him to be Teddy Hart. We want him to figure this stuff out
Mm-hmm.
and be Jacob Fatu eventually. Figure it out and get to the
Right.
big time because he's great. And you're right. You mentioned this match, boy, and that caught my attention big time. House of Glory announces this week that MJF is back on the Indies to defend the AEW, the BBB,
Ooh.
against Zilla Fatu at a House of Glory show coming up. And boy, my first thought was if that doesn't distract from some bad press, I don't know what will.
Mm-mm.
Right?
Exactly.
But the other thing
If
that
this do-
oh, go ahead.
if this doesn't help with that bad press, dude, you got some bad shit going on. Because I'll tell you what, this is, oh my God, this, you talk about a dream match. Uh,
Yeah.
my grandma's rolling over in her grave thinking about this one. That's how
Not
good this
Bumby.
one is.
Bumby's rolling.
Oh, Bumby.
Bumby's turning.
She is, boy.
I guess my Achu too. I guess they're both turning over in their
Oh,
graves.
yeah. Bumby and Achu. What is wrong with us, man? There's something wrong with our families.
We could do a whole podcast on. We could do several episodes on that.
What? And no, everybody. Our grandmas were not female wrestlers back with Moolah and back in the day.
The amazing Bumby.
Right. The Wild Achu coming to the ring, brother.
Bro, they would have been a formidable tag team. No one on
Oh,
here knows
oh,
anything about this. This is all inside shit for everybody but us. But Achu and Bumby would have been the best fucking tag team in the 1950s, dude. They would have been. They would have been.
oh my God.
They'd been out there with Mildred Burke.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, that's funny. Jesus God. Well, back to Zilla. The thing is, the thing that then popped into my head was the last time MJF showed up on the Indies and defended the belt, he made a big announcement.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Could this be where Zilla, is this his time? Is he about to become part of the AEW roster?
Dude, that twofold on that, right? One, maybe it's just time. And two, dude, that is smart on AEW's thing, right? You take a piece off the board that WWE, Hunter's like, hey, we gotta, because Hunter was big on getting Jacob in there, right?
Yep.
And that Zilla is this jewel piece that's sitting out there that he's wanting to get his hands on. And if AEW can take that off the board, for me, that's a coup, dude. That is a strategic win.
I'd be here for it, man. I would love it.
Oh,
I mean, I
hey,
would hope
listen,
he doesn't burn them, but if he doesn't,
if he doesn't, dude, there are a ton of matches over there that I would love to see. Love to see. And let him run through AEW, man. And then, in 5 years, 4 years, whatever that contract's up, go on over. The resurgence of the bloodline. We can bring it in. We got another one. But yeah, oh, dude, I would love, as much as I would like to see him with the rest of the bloodline, right? The rest of his cousins and the family and all that stuff. As good as I know that storyline could be, I know WWE is not necessarily doing it justice, but it could be. Selfishly, I would love to see him in AEW. Love it.
be some fun matches. It would be a lot of fun. And yeah, no, like you said, the sky is the limit for Zilla if he can get out of his own way. And I really hope he does because like I'm with you, John. I want to see these freaking matches. They're gonna be so good. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Well, what else do we? Oh, all right. Before we get to Adam Carter and Flux, we're bringing back the IWX Watch This for the
Oh
week.
yeah.
And this week I went short because I sent it over to John a little late. And we are
And it
watching.
did not disappoint though.
No, it didn't. If we're about to get into this, man, Duke City Championship Wrestling, Season 4, Episode 23, The Thrill of Tradition, D Beautiful. It's on YouTube. Came up this week. And I absolutely had so much fun watching this show, mostly because that first match just popped the shit out of me
Dude,
from
it
the
was
word go.
so good.
Right?
It was so good. Like I am down on both of these young ladies, man.
Me
Absolutely.
Me too. But Cherry Bomb Carmen Gapardo, I had very little knowledge of before, but I am such a fan of now. The pit crew, dude. She's got the pit crew down
That
there
was,
saving her from offense. I loved
dude.
it.
She comes in, she's got the visor down, it's all fogged up, right? And coming in, dude, just coming into Cherry Bomb.
Right.
We're old guys. I mean, come on, dude. It was awesome.
It,
And dude, she is like a little spark plug, bro. She is like a little fire hydrant. It's awesome. She has got a great look. And I'll tell you what, her opponent did not disappoint either. So,
no, Taylor York is strong, man. That's a
dude,
powerful woman.
she is in that, we were talking about, the J-Rod, the Megan Bain, and Nikki Blackheart. She's another one in that mold, dude. She is just a beast. And
1000%.
you could tell they're both young, right? You can tell they're both green. They got some seasoning to get in, right? And match time is going to get better with that. But I'm telling you, once Taylor York really buys into this, just like we were saying with Monty Aries, and levels up, and he takes that training, nutrition, all that stuff, dude, she's gonna look like a Megan Bain 2.0.
Yep. Yep.
She is gonna be a monster, and the look is awesome.
Seriously. And bro, when guys, there was one moment where Carmen comes off the apron and Taylor catches her in midair and basically saves her from going over the guardrail. It was like the momentum should have carried them both, but she just
Mhm.
grabbed a hold of her in midair and stopped it. It's one of those little
Dude,
moments you're
and,
like, wow.
well, that and it's not like Carmen is Liv Morgan. She's not this tiny little thing in there bouncing all over. I mean, Carmen is stout, man. And when Taylor caught her like that, I'm with you, dude. I was just kind of, my mouth dropped open. I was just like, holy shit!
Yeah.
It was a beast move, man.
Yes. 100%, man. I definitely am a big fan of those two folks, man. That really turned me on to two people I really was not aware of. I did want to say at the beginning, though, they did mention that they started the show off with talking about their next show in March. Get it, got it, bueno. And they said that it's going to be Tiffany Nieves coming in to challenge their champion Zamaya. Is going to be a knockdown drag out. I don't know how much you've seen of Zamaya, but she's a beast.
I've only seen clips here and there, but yeah, I've been impressed.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's going to be really cool. After the first match, we go to another thing. And I was like, all right, so I'm watching Johnny Manga talking to Luna Vice about Valak Vile and this match coming up. And he says, I stole Valak Vile's mojo. Now, listen, remember, I'm coming in from fresh. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know all the backstory of everything. And he pulls out this tube in his hand. And he says, I stole Valak Vile's mojo. I thought he had his mojo like it was Austin Powers or something. You know what I mean? Like that little tube when Austin Powers lost his mojo.
Yeah.
I thought that was the stick, but it turns out that's Valak Vile's confetti gun, I guess, which came into play.
Dude, it was great. Again, it was great.
This was a fun
Great
show.
great use of a prop. Props aren't always used to their best effect. This one absolutely was. This prop became storyline. It was awesome.
It did. And I'll jump ahead to just talk about it at the end when Manga he shoots the confetti gun in Valak Vile's face, which is fine. It's cool. It's a cute spot. It's a cute moment. But what really did it for me were the announcers, the commentary team putting it over like this guy was like going to be in critical condition when he got to the hospital or something. They're like that Mylar in your eyes is a danger.
The Mylar, the fact that they had the detail about it being Mylar glitter, right? And that's not regular glitter. That's Mylar.
You know how dangerous and toxic that shit is in your eyes.
Oh my
Valak
God. He'll
Vile
be
may never
lucky
see
if he
again.
ever sees again. Oh my God. It was great.
He's gonna be like, he's gonna be coming out like Jake Roberts after Rick Martel sprayed him with the.
The parfum.
They're gonna have to do a lights out match. Valak Vile and Johnny
Uh,
Manga to settle this score.
listen, I, listen. And this is just random. You talk about, and this has got nothing really to do with that. But you just mentioned, the model Rick Martel, right? Back when he went over to WCW, he still had the old um, uh, perfume spray
Mm-hmm.
gun, right? And this was, do you remember? And this was just the viral moment, right? It's just a little clip. Do you remember when Brutus Beefcake in WCW came out as Furface?
Yes.
Do you remember that at all?
Yes.
And he came out and he attacked Rick Martel. It was like, it's funny you mentioned that. And I'm just going, we're talking about gimmicks and stupid shit. Furface. I'm just,
Oh, that guy had a ton of terrible gimmicks too, man. Jeez, oh
oh
flip.
my God.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, but yeah, Mylar glitter in the eyes, man. It was that announce team sold that so good, and I I enjoyed both of those matches just as much for commentary as I did the matches.
No, I 100% agree with you on that, man. Um, those guys, they did a really good job. You and I, we zero in on commentary teams, and this is one of the best. They have one of the best.
Yes.
The show overall, like we talk about quality, it was easy to watch. The camera was of good
Oh,
quality.
absolutely.
Everything made sense. The commentary didn't, it was all really well
Hmm.
done. Kudos to NWA Duke City for the job that they do out there. Um,
Yeah, it was
I
great.
I did want to mention, so the match that we're talking about here with Valak Vile was Valak Vile versus Johnny Manga versus Robbie Avion in a triple threat. And it was clear that Vile and Manga had the issues. There was an interview before the match with Manga talking about his issues with Valak Vile. But Robbie Avion, man, I wanted to give some props to Robbie Avion for a second, man. That kid, he was like the fly in the ointment in that match. He was the one thing that didn't fit with the feud, and he played that role perfectly. He was just disrupting everything, and that kid can fly.
Hmm.
Avion.
Dude, and he's got a good look. I know he said he's primarily a tag team wrestler. I want to check that out. Because man, the way he's moving around, if his partner is half of what he's doing, dude, we gotta check in on them, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. I think they're great. I know that's his brother. It's Mondo Avion is the other brother, and I'm trying to. Why can I not think? Sky High is their name. So of course
Sky High, that's it.
it makes perfect
And
sense.
we've seen some. I know I've heard the name. I think I've seen a few matches or at least some clips. But yeah, Avion, man, it was crazy. I mean, that guy, like I said, the look is great. And man, he can just, like you said, he can just flat out fly.
Right. Absolutely, man. I really impressed. Like you said, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, I've seen clips of them before, but like I want to sit down and watch a high seas match and
Yep.
really take it in because I think it's that
Hmm.
they're something really special. What was I gonna say?
Yep.
Oh, but but out of that group, all right. First, let's talk about Valak Vile. Valak Vile is
Mhm.
so much
Great,
fun.
dude.
Everything
Unique
about it,
and great. Come on, man, an evil wrestling magician.
it's
Who doesn't love that?
dude. And then he's doing tricks, and at the end, he's got something. He pulls something out of a hat, and it's a middle finger for Johnny Manga. Like the whole thing, the whole segment led up
He's
to
gonna
that
make
moment, and it was a middle finger. I love
he's
it.
gonna make a bird appear. He's
That's
gonna make a bird appear, and everybody's waiting for the bird. I mean, hello. The fact that he flicked them off should have surprised no one. But god damn it, I was waiting to see a pigeon or something, man. Like a stuffed bird. I was waiting to see something, and then it popped me, dude. It had me giggling.
And you want to talk about the commentary team again? Let's go back to the commentary team again because in the middle of that match, right? So you're talking about pulling a bird out of a hat. He throws up the middle finger. Halfway through the match, you see Johnny Mango find a steel chair and sit down in it. And what does the commentary team say? They say he pulled a steel chair out of a hat. Like they're tying
Yo.
everything together. It was so good. Everything was so
Yeah,
witty.
it was great. Yeah, it was like I said, it was so cohesive. And this is one where it really shows you how much interplay is in everything that's going on, right? From the camera angles, because there were no quick shots, there were no missed shots, right? So they're tied in with the commentary team, who was tied in with the wrestlers, who was tied in with the. I mean, the damn ref was great. Um, it just that is a well run promotion, well produced show. Um, man, it just I enjoyed the hell out of, it was 2 matches, 35 minutes we watched. Dude, it was so much fun.
Yes. So easy to consume. And just there it was,
Hmm.
man. It was over so fast, but I enjoyed every
Yeah.
minute of it. That's how you maximize time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's how you drive people to a show, man. Anybody who hasn't seen MWA Duke City, they've got some. And by the way, the Country Gentlemen just added the NWA Duke City tag
Oh,
team titles to their ever growing collection.
yes.
Spoiler alert: the Country Gentlemen and Bangin' Matthews are going to have quite the battle at the top of the power rankings this month, and maybe for a few
Hmm.
months. And I'm not ashamed to
Yeah,
say it. I'm
I
gonna,
think that may be a couple.
yeah, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Calling back, as of right now, calling back to Focus Pro. Rising to number 3 is going to be post game unless something changes. Those guys looked impressive as shit too. Love those guys.
Dude, you know my love for Miami Mike, right? Mike Walker is, I feel like that's one of my guys that I've watched grow from when he started to where he is now, and it's amazing. The more I see Talata,
Mm-hmm.
the more and more impressed with him I am. Dude, he is an absolute monster, and he is becoming a real problem.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, look, you could put those guys on TV right now. You could make them a tag team with Hellfire, but you could also have Hellfire be the manager of Miami Mike with Talata as the heater, and then have them break up and
Mhm.
feud at some point as a program. Like it's made,
Yeah,
it's already ready made.
dude, and they are all three of those guys, right? Talata, Walker, and McGuire. All three of them, if you ask me, they're all AEW ready right now.
Yep.
Put the three of them, just have them show up and start creating problems. Um, they're there. I just hope somebody recognizes it pretty soon for those guys.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Well, with everybody stockpiling talent, I feel like a lot of people are going to get found really soon. But
Yep.
while we're talking about tag teams, there is a new tag team, and they are a future, I am sure of it, a future number 1 in the tag team, IWX Tag Team 400. They are here with us now, John. Adam Carter and Flux. I am so excited to talk to these guys. Let me.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Have you seen any clips or anything of them yet?
Dude, Flux, these guys are amazing, and dude, Flux is just got this unique look, dude. He's got this attitude I love. Yeah, these guys are amazing. They're just getting started, man. Give them some time. These guys are going to be. We were talking about Talata becoming a problem. These guys are going to be an issue for a lot of other tag teams.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right, let's get to them. Let's get third shift in here now. Guys, we've been waiting for them for over a week. They are with us now. Third shift, Adam Carter and Flux. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for
Hey
having
guys,
us
what's
on.
going on?
We're here.
There you go.
Listen, these guys reached out to me a little while ago, and John, so they reminded me that we actually covered one of their promos a while back. And
Okay.
it slipped my mind. I went back and listened to it, but yeah, no, we absolutely did. I think I had it listed as just
Nice.
Flux, but you guys were in the video together.
Yeah, I had my knee taken out the show prior, so I was a little down in the dumps in that video and didn't
That's right.
have too much to say other than, "Can we go home now?" Oh, and that Flux is a insensitive prick.
Right.
Now that may be true.
All eyes were
Damn.
Your best friend's gonna call it straight, you know. You ain't
That's
gonna
right.
lie.
Damn.
Mhm.
So is that? I guess this is a good place to start. Is that where are you guys friends from way back?
Yeah.
20 insufferable years.
Wow.
You're on the right podcast here because John and I have been friends
Yeah.
since we were in diapers. So
Yeah, we've been friends since late 70s, man.
My
Well,
goodness,
hell
yeah.
So
Good.
literally 6 months old, this guy, a year old for this guy.
Unbelievable.
That's how long we've known each other, and I just turned 50. This guy swears he's 25, so
yeah.
That's wonderful. I love to hear that. That's
Yep.
awesome.
Well, you guys don't look much older than that. 20 years doesn't takes you most of the way back, I would assume. How old were you guys when you became friends?
About 15, I'd say.
Awesome.
Yeah, I met Flux when I was about 15. We started backyard wrestling back in the day.
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
So y'all were both wrestling fans growing
Mhm.
up from the
Oh,
jump?
yeah. My goodness, yeah. I've been a wrestling fan. My earliest vivid memories at probably 6 years old are watching pro wrestling. Absolutely.
Awesome.
How about you, Flux?
Yep.
Same 7 Nitro with my sister.
Oh, there we go.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. We are 90s babies.
Yes, my first memories of wrestling are finding my uncle's VHS tape,
Oh,
putting it in, and my very first memory of wrestling is watching WrestleMania 9. So,
yep.
throwback, underappreciated. Also, I
Yes.
think.
I am in the camp. I have argued, I think, on this show before about the merits of WrestleMania 9. It gets way too much hate. I enjoyed that show. I still look back and enjoy. They just did the documentary. I enjoyed the documentary about it.
You know what? That documentary was sick, by the way. Very cool seeing the insight on all those guys going back and talking about the cameras coming backstage, and for that time period, them all looking and being like, "What the hell?" And under the look that Undertaker gives the cameraman as he's in the back and he catches
Mhm.
them just hanging out. Excellent stuff.
It really is.
Mm-mm-mm.
It really is. So who are
Yeah.
your favorites back then?
You know, at the end of the day, if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, I would not be involved with wrestling in any way, shape, or form. Um, Other than Hogan, because that was literally the end all be all to me as a child. My first memories of pro wrestling. Aside from that, Austin. My grandfather took me to see Stone Cold Steve Austin at 7 years old, and man, I was locked in from that day. Like Hogan was my welcome to wrestling, and like Austin just elevated my love for wrestling to a whole other level. Um, and as I get older, of course, I appreciate that character more and more
Mhm.
and more.
I bet. It's nuanced, man. It's there was stuff there for the kids to grab onto, the tweens to grab onto, the adults to grab onto. So it one of the most well-rounded characters in history, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, Austin was real at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day. You know what I mean? He made you feel some sort of emotion and made you relate.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
true. Yeah.
Agreed.
I've only actually I got to see Steve Austin one time, and it was the most recent one. I happened to be able to get to WrestleMania Night 1 for the Kevin Owens match with my
Oh,
daughter. And if that's the only time I get to see Steve Austin wrestle, I will take it because it was awesome.
oh my God, yeah. I say all the time, I am so lucky to have even been able to watch Austin wrestle once. I've been lucky enough to watch him wrestle probably 3 times when they were hitting Buffalo hard back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely, man. It was worth every minute. So you mentioned backyard wrestling. Tell me about you guys starting backyard wrestling.
I'll let Flux take over, seeing that he was the promoter. Seeing that this is
shoot.
the man to technically give me my first ever booking, right?
That's right.
So when I was 14, I had my first backyard match and I was hooked instantly. And 2 years later, I said, I'm gonna do this, and had these matches in my backyard and beat the hell out of each other. And um, our old mutual friend, he introduced us together,
Mm-hmm.
and he brought Adam to the show, haha. And that's how we became friends from that day.
It from that day on, I couldn't get rid of the guy.
Nope.
So how deep does this go? I mean, how often are y'all? I mean, how I don't know, official, I guess. I mean, how are you guys running cards frequently doing this on a regular basis in the backyard, or is this how concrete did this get?
When I was running it, I'd say we'd run shows once every 2 to 3 months. Um, I
Pretty solid.
I
Solid.
wanted to do more, but
Hmm.
when you're and I realized when I was 14 I want to be a promoter, and that's a down the road thing. I'm not even thinking about that right now. I'm so focused on us in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And but yeah, it was fun when you're kids. That's a ball, and it
Yeah.
means the world to you, and it did. And our memories that we have then, I cherish them and always will.
It's cool, man. Awesome.
What is the what is the craziest thing? I'll ask each of you. What's the craziest thing you remember happening during those backyard wrestling years? The craziest moment, or
We'll both probably say the same thing.
I want to see what you say first.
I watched Flux and his brother go up to the roof of their garage and throw each other off. They jumped off together, and their landing zone was a cardboard box on the ground.
Oof.
Oh my!
Whew.
Wow.
You guys ever seen the Dole banana boxes?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, we made a pyramid of those, probably 8 of them, and went through this, and they hurt. And
Hey,
they
yeah, those
hurt.
things are those are some tough boxes, man. They don't give away so easy.
No, and we
Oh.
boom right through them, all that whole
Uh,
pyramid.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, that was teenage. I'm gonna say one that I don't think you were there for, Adam. My 2 best friends were climbing our old rickety, metal ladder that I'm sure you remember.
I do.
And my one buddy pushed my other buddy, and instead of like the ladder teetering, he fell straight down on the side of the ladder and hit his whole side,
Oh.
bruised rib, couldn't
Oh.
breathe. Like, so that's the worst thing I remember besides me going off the roof.
I wish there was footage of you going off the roof. That would be wild.
I was gonna say these fellows were hardcore, man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I always wondered about this.
Really?
Like, I was always too, I don't know, I was too much of a chicken shit, I guess, to do backyard wrestling or any kind of stuff like that, except with maybe with my brothers and pillows on a bed. How much like how did you guys what did you guys teach yourselves as far as working before you were even working? You know what I mean? Like in the backyard, what things did you pick up?
100% without any questions asked. Swear to you, this is going to be a funny answer. Promo mobility,
Really?
because we would do promos, and I would literally, being 15 and having nothing else to do, would take the time to literally sit down and write out my promo. And I remembered it word for. I would get to the point where I would remember it word for word. And now, I believe at the level that we're at, we have some of the more intriguing promos. And I think it made me more comfortable when we actually got into the business to say, hey, like, we could cut a promo. I swear to you that would have to be my answer, because and that's such a benefit, because in the world of wrestling, so many people find promos to be the hard part, which I find it to be the in-ring stuff rather. But a lot of people find the in-ring stuff easy, and then they find it very uncomfortable to cut a promo. And we would cut promos back then, and I think that benefited to our ability to cut them now.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
Flux.
I love the freedom when we did it. When you're a kid, you could do whatever you wanted. And now there's certain parameters that you have to stay within, which annoyed me at first when I started actually training in the ring. But our coach eventually, because I had this talk with him, said you can eventually do everything you want to do, but there's just always going to be parameters you have to work in. And speaking on that, to what Adam said earlier, Sunday I actually had fun for the first time in the ring and did my first stunner. So it's like
Oh shoot.
now you can start doing things. You can start having fun once you're more comfortable in yourself and you can
Mm-hmm.
Comes with confidence and time before you start free shooting it out there.
Yep.
I'm
Right.
not there yet, I can tell you. Not quite yet. I gotta have a structure.
Is that you guys have been training for about 3 years? I know, Adam, when you reached out to me, you said you've been training for about 3 years.
Yeah, so I'm about 3.5. June will be 4 years for me training. Flux is about a half a year ahead of me. Correct me if I'm wrong.
October to May, right?
October to June, yeah.
June. So yeah, 8 months.
Flux started his journey a little bit before I did. He went down to Tennessee. I'll let him get into that. And when he was down in Tennessee, he made a call to me, and we had a little discussion. Pretty much the discussion ended with, if you make it through Tennessee and come home, I'll join the local gym with you here and train here at home, and we'll do this thing together. And that ended up coming to fruition, obviously.
Right.
So during COVID, I wanted. Oh, sorry, Rob.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
I was going to go to you.
Okay. So COVID, I actually 2020, I wanted to start, but everything's shutting down. I said, well, we got to get through this now, which was a blessing in disguise because I saved up all my money between work and the stimulus checks we were getting.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? I always want to do Tough Enough. I'm going to pack my car and I'm going to drive down to Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'm going to go get trained by the Dr. Tom Pritchard. And I trained with Doc for the first 6 months of
Dude,
my
that
time.
is awesome.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam, did you end up train with Dr. Tom too down there?
No.
I thought you
That's
said you
why
went
I
to
said
Tennessee.
no. Flux was having a moment where he was questioning. He was homesick and he was questioning, can I make it through this? And I said, listen, if you make it through this and you come home,
Gotcha.
I will
I
join the
understand.
local wrestling gym with you, Grapplers Anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
Which was a complete blessing. I mean, I'd love to go work with Dr. Tom one day, but I couldn't be more blessed to land where I've landed and be trained by who I've been trained by and be around the colleagues that I'm around.
Right. Now, I want to get into that. In a second. But what I meant to ask before was, you guys are starting around the age of 30, I guess. What is happening?
Yes, sir.
What wrestling related is happening in your lives between backyard wrestling at 14 and deciding to start training in 2020 ish? Is there any wrestling related stuff going on during those years?
Not physical, no. As far as like what I was doing in wrestling and what Flux was doing in wrestling, I wouldn't say in wrestling, but we were doing a little. We dabbled in podcasting a little bit. We did some pretty cool interviews like 10 years ago or so. Other than that, man, I was just a wrestling fan who has a dire passion for professional wrestling. At the end of the day, I went to WrestleMania 32 in Dallas. I went to WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans. I just love pro wrestling, man.
Yeah, you sound like a guy
Nothing
after
wrong
our
with
heart,
that.
man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How about you, Flux? Is it pretty much the same? Just kind of a wrestling fan until the bug finally bit you too hard in 2020?
Adam and I really lived it from '07 to I'll say '09. Like those 2 years are his last 3 years of high school, my last 2 years. Wrestling was on my brain every single day. And my plan at 16 was to finish my associate's degree in culinary, which I did, and then go right into training. I wanted to start wrestling training at 20. unfortunately, at home in Buffalo, we have plentiful schools now. We didn't have any then, really.
In overabundance nowadays.
Mhm.
Yes. But unfortunately, I listen to my ex. Don't listen to your significant other when it comes to your heart and your choices in life. And she said, "No, you got to keep going to school. Don't start training." And I wish I didn't listen to her. I would have started training at 20 somehow, some way.
Hmm.
We were planning to. We'd talk about going to Lance Storm at 16.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Wow.
I mean, that was kind of pre-thought, what we had before life took over.
It's one of those things where
We
we
heard that.
always knew that this moment could come and probably would come. It just was a matter of when. And getting into the business, we say this all the time, getting into the business at 30 was probably a blessing, because at 20, I probably would have gotten kicked out of the business for doing something stupid like punching someone in the face, or I just was a hothead. I don't think
Mhm.
I would have been mature enough to handle the things that I can handle now and deal with the people that I can deal with now.
Right. Hey
I
man, Bob and
second.
sorry, bud. Go ahead, Flux.
Oh, I was just saying, I second that. We're so mature now, but at 20, ah, we say all the time, I don't know how we would have handled things when we were 20.
Yeah, all I was saying is that Bob and I have done a lot of interviews, and it's funny. I mean, Bob, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I feel like we kind of trend on a lot of guys getting in later now.
Mhm.
Kind of coming
Yes.
in. I know. I mean, listen, you're always going to have the young guys coming in. Right out of wherever, high school, college, whatever. But the number of guys now that like you guys said at 30, I mean, we've talked to guys 40, 42, that just, it's always been, a dream.
Yeah.
It's a passion they had, and it just, for whatever reason, like you were saying, Flux, just, you let those other voices kind of get to you, and, you're like, God damn it. I knew I should have listened to myself. But I think you guys are right. I think that by going in at a later time, you're just much more apt or equipped to handle the pressures of what you guys are going to see. I mean, and this is just from a guy on the outside of it looking in. I don't know, obviously what you guys deal with on a daily basis with the business, but it can't be easy. And I don't know that mentally at 50, I've got what, the patience and the self-control that I would need. So yeah, I mean, I can understand, both
Patience
sides
is
of
the
it,
key
but
word.
yeah, there you go.
It
And
really is.
yeah.
Yeah, and at 20, you don't have any idea about it. You have no idea how to, use that patience at all. And that's where, like you said, that gets you in trouble. But sometimes it's the better decision. It's the better decision to
Yeah.
wait. Some people wait to go to college. Some people wait to do a lot of things, and it works out really well for them. I'm a big fan of patience, especially as I get older.
Oh yeah.
um,
Here, I'll interject one more thing. You know, if our 20s didn't go the way it went, first off, we figured ourselves out. We figured out our gimmick. We partied
Mhm.
very hard in our 20s. And without that, and without me losing my ex and going through all I went through, I wouldn't have found Flux, because I found Flux at 3 a.m. when I realized that's who I like the most after 10 drinks and various other recreational activities that I would do.
And we came up with the third shift at 6 o'clock in the morning, partying all night long.
Yes.
Hey man, that's awesome.
yeah. So what do you tell me about Flux? You said during that time it was able to help you develop your character. I mean, other than the breakup, I mean, is there more to? I mean, what did you guys do working on your characters before you started training?
Well, we've always been characters, so I
That's
mean,
clear.
it never, like Adam said, we always, life takes over in your early mid 20s, as you guys know as well, I'm sure, and you got to start focusing on your bills and you growing up and everything. But once you get through all that, you can focus again and say, all right, where do we want the train to go? So we always knew who we were and we always knew what we wanted to do. It just comes down to eventually making it happen,
Hmm. Yeah. So then tell me about the school. Tell me about training. Well, tell me about what you can tell me about about training. I've gotten in trouble asking that
Absolutely.
question before. I'm not trying to pierce any veils here.
No, and we appreciate the respect.
We try.
If honest to God, if you're in the tri-state area in any way, shape, or form, Grapplers Anonymous is probably the place you want to end up. There's a standard that's held there, and the standard is to go out there every single night and give these people their money worth. And we're taught that through clean fundamentals, clean technique. There's just certain things that we do in drills week to week, day to day, 4 days a week that put it into your brain. You know what I mean? Just simple things, simple movements, footwork, things that go into being a clean, fundamentally sound professional wrestler. All of that is so hyper, like what I just said is so hyper focused at Grapplers Anonymous, being a clean, fundamentally sound professional wrestler. You do not, there are a lot of places where they'll train a guy and they'll say, hey, we need this guy right now on the roster, so we're going to throw him out there because he's kind of ready. At Grapplers Anonymous, you will not be thrown out to, the wolves until you are 110% ready. And I think that's the thing I appreciate most about Grapplers Anonymous. And of course, you never know who's going to walk in. We are lucky enough to be surrounded by some excellent names from AEW to the Indies.
Really? Okay. I know you mentioned to me Mikey Every Night.
Mikey Every Night is our trainer. He is probably the best trainer, once again, in the tri-state area. Mikey's probably the most underappreciated trainer. He doesn't really, he's not going to talk about himself. So we all will put him over. You know what I mean? He's not the kind of guy to walk around and put himself over. So we all will. He's the best. He will bring the best out of any of his students. He's produced Daniel Garcia, Kevin Blackwood, Hayden Backlund. He has helped mold Kodiak into the professional wrestler he is today. He if it wasn't for him, the third shift would not exist. Even though he's a bastard in the ring, that's a whole other story.
Yes.
Why do you say third shift wouldn't exist?
He took a shot on us and we came into his office. He listened to our idea. He believed in it, and he gave us a platform. I have tried to be humble. I say all the time, I find it hard to believe that Flux and I are a couple of regular dudes who have some athletic ability and pretty creative minds. I don't believe every promoter or trainer would take that shot on us. Mikey did, and I'll forever be indebted for him for that. I will not forever be indebted for him for anything he does in the ring, though. He's a son of a bitch.
Yeah, now John and I know about Kodiak because we covered Nickel City a few months ago.
Yes.
So we know all about
Mikey
that.
Every Night's former Nickel City world champion.
An absolute beast.
Oh, Kodiak is my first, actually, side story. My first ever match I had in front of a crowd was against Kodiak.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. True story.
Talk about going into the fire, man. Holy shit.
I woke up the next morning with handprints and scars across my chest.
I believe that.
That happened.
That is a bad dude.
Oh man, yeah, we've seen, yeah. Sorry. What was I going to ask you about? Oh, I was going to ask Flux. Adam was talking about the training. What did you like about Dr. Tom? And then up here, when you came up to Grapplers Anonymous, what do you like about that they do really well?
Now, when I was down with Doc, there's more of us, obviously. So Doc had a beginner's class and the advanced class. So at one point we had 30, 40, 50, trainees going through and working on their skills. So obviously that doesn't give you as much one-on-one time to specifically work on things. Um, and that's the big difference right there. Coming home, Mikey was able to dissect me and pick at everything that needed to get worked on going forward. And I needed that specifically. And if I didn't get that, I wouldn't be who I am today at all, period. Um, Mikey is the best coach. Mikey is top 10 coach in the country. That's coming from me. I was coached by the best coach in the history of this business. So, and I also coached myself. I'm a coach. My second degree sports management. I am a coach. I coached for 6 years college football.
Oh wow.
So my word is my word, and that's I put my foot down on that. So if I'm telling to anyone who's listening, Mikey Everything's top 10 in the country. Period. So it's like to go from Doc to him. I'm spoiled. We're spoiled. It's amazing.
Yeah. So now that you guys you got into the training and you formed the tag team, are you guys pretty much primarily a tag team everywhere you go and everything you do now, or are there separate singles careers going on that are blossoming?
So Flux definitely is on a run right now. Every weekend, hitting singles matches, tag team matches, with or without me. We are slowly but surely getting some momentum under our feet as a tag team. Mind you, we've really only had 3 actual tag team matches so far, so we're still getting our feet under us.
Oh wow.
Myself, I've only had 9 total matches. So any booking I've gotten so far, I owe to Flux.
Yeah.
Thank
But he also had, I tore my ACL 9 months into training, so like Flux had that time to continue to grow as a wrestler and go out and start to make do the networking. I had to press the restart button and follow behind. And once again, I owe and thank him for all any bookings that I get right now, because he did that networking while I was at home, trying to get back to where I'm at.
Yeah.
Just got us in DC today, so.
That's our neck of the woods. Where are you going to be? Or can you say?
DOW, April 25th, outside Washington, D.C.
I'm sorry, say the promotion again.
DOW. I don't know its full name, but
nice.
We confirmed that today. So we're going to D.C. Woo!
Hell yeah, I'm going to find that
we
show.
might have to try to make it out to that one. Yeah. That's like Bob said, that's our neck of the woods, man.
We will send we'll figure it out. I'll figure out everything and we'll send it to you. Yeah,
that'd be awesome, man. That'd be cool.
Yes, and we're trying to work our way down. We've talked about I would love to start spreading out from Philly to DC more. I want that whole area. We love college football, so recruiting is talked about all the time. So we're now pushing our recruitment into the southern southeast area.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where, if you don't mind me asking, where'd you coach, Flux?
Buffalo State College,
Okay.
6 years. I ran the video department, and I was also a special teams assistant. So
nice.
That was a terrifying experience. Completely destroyed myself. But that's good because you learn how to handle stress, and there's nothing more stressful, period, that maybe working in healthcare is more stressful than coaching at a higher level, because I don't know what could have been worse than that. This man watched me not sleep for days and just sit up, and I couldn't sleep legit. So
hey, but we had to go there. We had to go from there to get here. Those are the years that developed and created Flux.
Yes.
So now that you're here and you're really into college football, who's your team, guys? Or do you each have different teams?
We definitely have different teams. Yes.
Uh-oh. Oh, I see. There's Notre Dame.
Flux is a Notre Dame guy, and I am a Michigan fan. Go Blue.
Oh man, what did I told you guys before we got on the air about how much Michigan I
Got a promo, Rob.
That's right.
Get
Oh,
'em.
I believe me. I can cut a promo on Michigan all day long, but because it's funny because I'm a fan of both teams, I guess you could say, but I'm really a Duke basketball fan, which is why Michigan and we've butted our heads numerous times. But I'm also a Tennessee football fan, so we actually haven't seen Notre Dame very much. We haven't really crossed paths very often at all, but usually I get someone from the SEC on here or something, and it turns into a knockdown drag out.
I got something for you. My first memories, being 7, 8, 9 at my cottage on my 10-inch black and white TV was watching the SEC on CBS. And of course, with Peyton and T. Martin's era, I watched Tennessee every Saturday. So that is how I fell in love with college football.
Peerless Price.
Yes,
Yeah,
Peerless
yeah.
Price. Oh, my guy. That's my guy. T. Martin's my guy. Anybody, look, people can say whatever they want about T. Martin, but he won me that championship, and that's all that matters.
He did.
And I don't care if we had to.
T. Martin won it.
That's right. That's right. Oh man, yeah, no, it's fantastic. John, do you have a college football team?
All my kids and hundreds of thousands of dollars of my money went to West Virginia University. So, I backed the Mountaineers out of sheer. They owe me some fucking money.
Yeah, that's understandable.
That's a great reason.
And it has not been paying off for years, fellas. No, growing up, man, I'm with Flux, man. I was always a Notre Dame guy. I loved Notre Dame back in the day. So, it just, something about, just being kind of outside of the bubble, right? They kind of did their own thing. They went and played who they wanted to play. They, held standards nobody else held. It was just a cool thing, man. So, yeah, I'm there. But yeah, West Virginia, yeah. Those suckers owe me some money.
So where do you guys?
The NCAA owes a lot of people money. Good luck getting that back.
No kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, that money's all paid to the college football players of today. So.
Yes, it is. Oh my Lord.
Oh,
we got to figure out how to get some of that money.
Right.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So UB's going to sponsor the third shift.
Right. There you go.
That's it.
Now we're making moves.
You guys can put their logo on the tables like WWE's doing now, UB logos.
Yeah.
All over our tights, UB logos. Go Bulls.
Go Bulls. Yes.
The MAC conference has arrived.
There you go. Oh man.
So Flux, I wanted to go back to earlier. He was Adam was saying about you got to work some singles by yourself. Tell me a little bit about how that went while Adam was out. Where'd you work?
So I've done a lot of singles over the past year. Started out in Erie. That was my first. Was actually my first Fed. To add on to what Adam said earlier, Mikey, you gotta work. You ain't getting on Mikey every night's card unless you can wrestle. And I had to go out and prove that I could wrestle in other towns and cities and feds before I could even get on his card. The level of competition that we produce is so high. It feels like, and you guys seem like sportsmen, so you'll get this analogy. I equate it to baseball. We're double A fed talent wise. And, I was at a single A level as a player still, and I
Mhm.
could not rise to that level yet until, I got on the road and did it myself. I've started in Erie. I got into Pittsburgh. Him and I are just getting into Cleveland.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's just getting on the road and starting to push. I love singles. I do. Um, it's more fun when we're together because we're together
Right.
and we're gonna have more fun then. We can do whatever the hell we want. So it's getting to the point now we're starting to have fun and joke around in the ring, which is what we always want to do, what we've always done.
It's Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. We're just two best friends having the time of our life out there.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Well, listen,
Man.
you just described this podcast too. So I mean, we get it. We definitely understand that,
Absolutely.
man. And it's just like John and I say it almost every week after we get done recording. You know what I mean? It's like we just
Right.
get John. Actually, John's the one who says it most of the time. And it's just, I just love getting online and just talking wrestling shit with my buddy. I mean, and that's pretty much
That
what it
that's
feels like.
what
It doesn't feel like work or anything when we do this. And I got to imagine it's a little bit the same in the ring for you guys.
this
Absolutely. And it's funny how many hours, I'm sorry. It's funny how many hours that we spent talking about how much we love wrestling. Now we spend all these hours talking about what we're going to do, what we'd like to do, where we are and where we're going in
Mhm.
wrestling as
Mm-hmm.
performers.
Yep. That's great, man. And when you can do it with your, with the lifelong friend, you guys are lifelong friends, dude. There's something special there, man. It is. This guy, like I said, he's telling you, he wants this podcast to blow up. So do I. Don't get me wrong.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, he's here and listen. We love hanging out. He's ready to take this thing to a different level, a business, a brand, a thing. I'm here hanging out with my buddy. You know what I
Totally
mean?
understandable.
So he's dragging me along, or I'm holding on. We haven't figured it out yet, but yeah, the fact that you guys are doing that together, man, that's nothing but respect for that because that's where it's at, man. You're not gonna find anybody closer to you and have your back more than your buddy. So
And we, such as you guys probably are too, are at an advantage where sometimes tag teams come together
hmm
by happenstance and they may not agree on everything. And Flux and I have the same philosophy, same ideology. We wrestle the same. We talk the same. We talk a little different, but yeah, I mean we are
hmm
we are. He was saying yesterday, move the same, walk the same, talk the same. That's how a tag team's supposed to be at the end
dude.
of the day.
Like you said, especially you guys are tagging, man. Come
Yep.
on.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
20 years, man. 20 years. You know what each other are thinking, man. I know what this guy over here is thinking.
Yes.
He's thinking Excel spreadsheet right now.
That's
Uh-huh. See?
a
See?
that's a cop out. 'Cause that's what I'm always thinking.
So, the fact that you guys have that comfortability, you could tell.
Yeah.
It comes across, and that's what makes you guys stand out, man. It's awesome.
And we've been told that by a few people. We had our first tag team match, and we after we came out a little bit later, someone specifically said to me, "You can tell that you guys have been friends forever."
Mhm.
Like that chemistry and bond is just there, and that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yep.
No.
I'm with you, man. Awesome.
Absolutely. Like brothers, forgive me. Don't get mad at me for saying but you guys definitely give off the tiniest bit of a Matt and Jeff Hardy vibe. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just
A little
it's
bit.
you know what I mean. Like I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I intended it as a compliment, but
It,
you guys definitely give off that kind of vibe.
I
Like
wouldn't
they're
take it
brothers,
not as
but
a compliment. It's just I will take it as a compliment, but I will chuckle because it is a what's the word I'm looking for? In ring wise, we're the polar opposites of the Hardys. We're more like the Dudleys, I say. But I see what you mean and
yeah,
can
his
appreciate
personalities,
that.
right,
Yes, sir.
Chemistry wise, I get that.
right,
Yeah, of
yeah,
course. And if you paint me as Jeff, I'll take that as a compliment. I'm
There
okay
you
with
go.
it.
no doubt, no doubt. Well,
Wow.
so what's
Wow.
I am the one who would jump off a 20-foot ladder, and he would look at me standing down, going, "You're very dumb. This is gonna hurt. Ha ha. Good for you."
As evidence of watching you jump off the garage roof, right? I mean, come on, man.
That is true.
I ain't taking that spot, brother.
And to be honest with you, that right there is really the Matt and Jeff vibe. That was what I was taught. Like you could feel it come. Like Flux is going to do some. Like you can just see it in his eyes when we're talking to him. Like, and and so that's cool. I think
two together. I'm sorry. I was going to say our dynamic. I say all the time is Rodman to Jordan.
There you go.
Flux is very Dennis Rodman. I'm very Michael Jordan.
But those teams work, man, and that's the whole point. You know what I mean? Like Rodman was a loose cannon lots of places, but for the Bulls, he helped them win championships. You put them in right system, right guys, right chemistry, and everything makes sense. And this comes back to the whole point with you guys, man. It's really cool to see, man. I'm really happy for you guys.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hey, man, if you guys don't mind, the end of interviews, we like to ask just some off-the-wall questions, if you'll indulge us.
Sure.
So I know you guys said that you kind of started that the backyard wrestling kind of, time frame and venues and stuff. So what was your backyard wrestling name and how bad was it?
Sean Joyce, my name was my backyard, and that was more.
There you go.
At 16, I really believed I was Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, all right.
So that was the idea there, and I still feel that kind of deep down at the end of the day. I love Tommy's tenacity now with age, appreciating all the work, and I am a workhorse. I popped my shoulder out 2 weeks ago, and so he has to calm me down and say, "You need to chill the F out right now because you're gonna hurt yourself worse." So
we level each other out on that because he yells at me all the time.
Yeah,
that's
you remember
good.
your name? Because I do.
So I was gonna say I lost signal for about 2 seconds when you asked the question. What was the question?
So what was since you guys started with the backyard wrestling, what was your backyard wrestling name? So what was your gimmick and how bad was it? Looking back,
I'm gonna love answering this. I was and grew up watching Brody Lee on the Indies and was such a huge Brody Lee fan that I was Adam Lee.
Yeah.
Yes, nice.
And my character was extremely Shane Douglas influenced. And as a wrestler, I'd say very similar to my style now that I am actually in the ring. I'm very Dust the Rose, baby. I'm old school.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a lot of strikes. You're gonna see a lot of elbows and a lot of character work, baby.
Yeah,
I love it, dude. These guys weren't kidding about their promo skills, Bob. I'm telling you.
Yep. They get it.
Adam and Flux are no joke. All right, guys. I got another one for you here. You got a 10-hour road trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your next booking. So who's in the car and who's banned for life?
Who's in the car and who's what?
Who's banned for life?
Banned for life.
Start with banned because we have the same answer.
I'll let Flux answer that.
So I'm not gonna bury our good friend, but we have a good friend, and he would be banned for life from our car. But he'd get upset if we said his name, so we're not gonna say his name.
Don't do that. But you're saying you know who you are.
We know the same. We know who is
You know who you are. You know your antics, and you're banned.
I gotta ask at least one follow up. Can you give us one example of the antics without incriminating this person?
Restless behavior, not knowing when and how to be quiet.
Well said.
And an
Oh.
unfiltered, unrestless behavior there.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Oh, goodness.
No, see, and this is what we were saying too about you guys, being in sync, man. Because you instantly, I could tell by looking at your face, you had the same person in mind, the same name.
Yep.
So that is awesome. That is awesome. All right, man. I got last one. I'm gonna bug you with, and then we'll let you guys get on your way. But so we're gonna book it now. Loser sings karaoke match. All right. What's your go-to, man?
I know his. Go ahead. I want to see what he says.
What would be my karaoke song? I would sing. I don't know. What would you tell me, Flux? What would my karaoke? I want to know what you think mine would be.
It would be old.
You say you
It
know.
would be old Blue Eyes. It just depends what song.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Hell yes.
Nice. I was not expecting that.
Oh
Mm-mm.
yeah, he loves Frank. Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be that, or it's gonna be Phil Collins.
Oh, there you go. You can't go wrong.
I would sing "Fly Me to the Moon" by Frank Sinatra.
Oh,
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Awesome. All right, Adam, give us Fluxes. Flux gave us yours. You give us Fluxes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
How do you say that? Chambawamba. I go
Oh,
down, but I
Chumbawamba.
Never gonna knock me down.
Oh man. So I got to follow up with that one, right? Just a funny anecdote with it. So my my youngest sister-in-law, when she was a teenager, that song came out. She was probably 14, 15. Loved that song. That song was fucking everywhere.
Classic.
But I mean, you think about it. How many songs do we sing and you get the words all screwed up, right? You think you know what they're saying. So her, man, she's in the back seat of the car, right? This young girl's back here. My wife and I are driving somewhere, and she's singing, I get knocked up, but I go down again.
no.
And we were like, oh, slow down.
Whoa.
We're like,
Oh,
that's
no.
not what they're singing.
Oh no!
Oh, wow. I didn't know that story.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you for guys for indulging us on those questions, man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I got-
guys,
I-
that's the best answers we've had, Bob.
I got one for you guys.
All right, let's do it.
Because we started with hockey, let's finish with hockey. Both of your favorite hockey teams and how you think the season's going to finish for both of them.
Well, we had this discussion a little bit off the air. For me, it's the San Jose Sharks. It's been the San Jose Sharks since day one, from the day they were born, back when starter jackets were a thing. And yeah, and for the first time in a while, I have hope. But this particular season, I still don't think we're going to make the playoffs. But next year, we're going to be a problem.
So I don't follow hockey as much as Bob does. I'm more of a kind of layman on it, but I'm a Caps guy. My wife's company has season tickets to the Caps.
Oh hell yeah!
So we,
I didn't know
periodically
that.
go, but yeah, they do it more. I mean, I don't get to go as much as they get to hand them out to their clients, man. I'm stuck here going, what? Come on. But I did, the big perk I got is I did go get to sit on at Game 5, I believe it was, their Stanley Cup season.
Oh,
So, but how, as far as this year, nah, Ovechkin's winding down. They're a little bit on the rebuilding side. They're going to have to start here soon. So give us a couple of years. We'll see.
We are having a ball right now because obviously, yes, right there.
Yep.
Sabres it. But with the Bills having the tragic ending, sadly, thank God the Sabres are hopefully looking to end their 14-year playoff drought. So right now the town is buzzing. And Rob, a lot of Adam knows I watch a lot of Sabres videos, and I see a lot of Sharks and Sabres fans saying like, we're rooting for each other to get in and break our droughts. So
Yes.
it's a fun time right
100%.
now.
100%. It really is. And yeah, listen, I wish the Sabres all the luck in the world until and unless we meet at the end. And
Shark Sabres,
then it's
let's
all
get
bets
it.
off. Now, the last
Yeah.
time, I will tell you this, we've only made the finals once, and my one of my close friends is a Penguins fan, and so that was a fun series. Even though we got trounced, it was still a fun series that me and my friend could actually go at it. So I look forward to Sabre Sharks here because that'll be some fun. I'll be reaching out to you guys if that
Nice.
happens.
If not this year, in a couple, because we're both young and it could happen in a couple of years.
Yeah,
I believe it.
absolutely.
I believe it. Well, what's before we let you go back to wrestling, what's coming up for you guys? What's next for Third Shift or for Adam Carter or Flux?
Well,
So
go ahead,
yeah,
Flux. I'll let you go.
okay.
Are you pulling up your schedule?
I am, because I didn't want to forget. You want to do grapple first?
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's
You do
I think that's my closest booking that I have coming up. March 7th, 6 p.m. bell rings. Doors open at 5 at the Southtown Walleye Association at 5895 Southwestern Boulevard in Hamburg, New York. Grapple Pro presents Cabin Fever. You're going to come on out and see some of the best wrestling in the tri-state area, bar none, no questions asked. Some of the best talent from Kodiak to Jackie Miscal and Braxton Billingsley, who will be facing off in the main event for the World Grapple Pro World Heavyweight Championship. And of course, you will see yours truly, the Third Shift. We will be prepared for whatever that son bitch Mikey every night and those patron saints want to throw at us. We're not quite sure what it's going to be yet. We're not quite sure if we'll even be facing the patron saints, but with Mikey every night in sight, you got to be ready for anything, which we will be.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
I believe the following weekend, if I'm not mistaken, we will be in Cleveland. Am I correct, Flux? Following
Yes, I
weekend?
was going to do Cleveland. Go ahead. Sunday the 15th.
Sunday on March 15th, we will be in Cleveland at Lake Erie Wrestling Association.
Yes, we are working our way into Cleveland. I want to make
Very
sure
cool.
them in that too. So, getting our second Fed together going out is very
Nice.
exciting for us. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, we had a little run there a few months back. I had a ball and am very excited to make a return.
Cool.
and take over Cleveland.
Awesome.
Woo!
There you go.
Is that
Third shift's coming in, man. Coming in hot.
Yes, sir. One booking at a time, one match at a time, one night at a time. Slowly but surely, the momentum is rolling, as Flux stated. We're possibly heading towards the Washington area in April. So
That'll be cool, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach
One
out.
at
Keep
a
in touch with
time.
you guys about that one.
Yeah, for real.
yeah, I'd love that. That'd be very cool.
Mm-hmm.
What about? I think there was something I saw at
Um,
Grapplers Anonymous this weekend. Is it this weekend?
Yes,
Sunday. Yes, sir. If you're sitting at home and dreaming and you're near the Buffalo, New York area, Grapplers Anonymous at 11 Victory Ave, Lackawanna, New York, we will be holding an open tryout.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to train amongst the best and be trained by the best, Mikey every night, come on down, man. Grapplers Anonymous has produced some of the best in the last 10 years, from Daniel Garcia to Kevin Blackwood to Hayden Backlund to Anthony Musso, Kodiak, the list goes on. And all of, you never know who's going to walk in those doors and train with you for the day. We've been lucky enough to walk in and see the Butcher and the Blade sitting there.
Oh, wow.
So
Damn, that is crazy.
Yeah.
the best of the best amongst Buffalo professional wrestling royalty in the last 10 years or so is all associated with Grapplers Anonymous. So, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You want to be with the best, come on down and train with the best.
Hey,
Damn,
anybody,
that's a murderer's row he just listed off, Bob.
yeah, that's a big opportunity this Sunday. What time?
Noon.
Noon.
Noon. Yeah. Noon, I believe. Is it at noon?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm gonna have my coaching hat on noon.
He's ready. This
cool.
guy's ready to come in and yell at people. He tells me he's ready to yell at people like Sarge from WCW.
There you go.
Yes.
Oh man.
That's a throwback. There you go.
Mhm.
Yes.
Wow. Well, listen, guys, I know you had training tonight, and I appreciate you taking time out of that to talk to us. We really appreciate having you on the show, and we're really looking forward to April. I would love to get to meet you guys when you come down, so we'll look forward to that as well.
Yeah,
That'd
absolutely.
be rad. Yeah, I'd love that.
Awesome, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you both very much.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for having us on. Hopefully we can do this again.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow, man. Those guys are such cool dudes, man. Like that. Those guys are cool, man. I mean it. They do kind of have a Matt and Jeff vibe, man, in the sense that, like,
Absolutely.
you know, Adam is like the talker. Adam's and just Flux is just the silent crazy man almost. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, Flux's little boa was driving me crazy, man. That thing was awesome.
see, he gets it. He gets it, man. And look,
No, he gets it.
training under Dr. Tom Pritchard is no joke either, man. And like I said, they're at a great school now, but I mean, like I didn't know that part of it.
Neither did I, and that's pretty goddamn impressive.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, man, those guys will be vying for the IWX Tag Team 400 in no time for the top of that list,
Absolutely.
the top of the power rankings. They will be there very soon, man. Those guys are somebody to watch. They're a tag team to watch. All right, John. Now, listen, we're going to get to the Control Center. I got 2 shows for you coming up this weekend, looking to be absolutely great shows. We're starting on Saturday, February 21st at Central States Wrestling. This is going to be a show called Flatline, and it's taking place at Abdallah Shriners in Overland Park, Kansas. What do we got on this show, John? We're going to, front row tickets are sold out, but there are $35 tickets
nice.
for second row. Yeah, man, they're killing it. $30 GA tickets, general admission, and $15 tickets for kids. Bell time is 7 o'clock. Doors open at 6. There is a link for tickets on Central State Wrestling's Facebook page, and they're also, I think the tickets are available on Eventbrite, so check those out. What are you going to see out there? Well, we're going to hear from the general manager, Hoodie Howlett. The connoisseur, Niles Plonk, is going to make his return. We've got, then the matches start. We got Jeremy Wyatt taking on Davey Vega. And then, boy, man, this is 2 names we really know and love, man. I would love to see this match. Blair Onyx defending the Heart of a Champion Women's Championship versus Nixie XS. You can sign me up to watch that match anywhere, anytime.
Dude, you talk about some big names. Holy moly.
Right? Man, but we're just getting started here, John. We've got Zach Abstract is going to be there taking on Austin Lee.
Nice.
And Austin Lee had some words for old Zach. Let's check those out.
2025 was the rebirth of the tribe. 2026, it's Austin Lee's time.
That's right. 2026 is my time. 2026 is the tribe's time. And it's obvious, though. We all see it. There's a change going on in CSW. It's time for the new. And the tribe, we plan to put ourselves right there at the top. And that begins February 21st at the Abdallah Shriners when I take on Zach Abstract. Zach Abstract. You have no idea what's coming to you. You happen to be in the tribe's way. I'll see you on the 21st. And one more thing. It's the tribe over everyone.
Damn. I like that kid, man. Ooh. He's got...
Dude, that's promo skill right there, dude. There is no stutter, there's no thinking, there is just spit venom. I love it.
Yeah, me too, man. And like I said, seeing that from someone that young means it's just going to get better with that kid.
Yes.
That match is going to be wild.
Austin Lee is one to watch, man. Whew.
Absolutely. And the Tribe, it sounds like the Tribe are planning on some big things.
Hey, I like it, man. Factions. John loves them some factions now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we've also got Central States Wrestling Championship match. Moonshine Mantell is going to defend against old Dak Draper. That's a name I don't see enough anymore.
I tell you,
Dak is a great performer, and I know he was running with NWA.
Yes, he is.
He's fantastic. So that's going to be a hell of a match. We've got a triple threat: Rey de la Muerte versus Mo Sweetness versus Sexy Rexy, and
I love it.
And then we've got a tag team match, and Team Double Stuff is ready to debut at Central States, and they've got a big chore ahead of them in the Thoroughbreds. Let's see how Team Double Stuff feels about their upcoming match, their upcoming debut.
February 21st, huh? You ready, boy?
I was born ready.
Yeah.
You know who's not ready?
Who's not ready?
It's those pony boys, the Thoroughbreds.
Man.
You see, boys, we've done this song and dance time and time again.
4 times.
But this is the first time it'll be the Thoroughbreds versus Team Double Stuff in CSW.
Team Double Stuff is making their debut at CSW on February 21st. That means you get to see Tobias Storm and Calvin Q Aldridge. And the Q stands for Quality, because that's what he brings to the table.
Damn right.
So on February 21st, those pointy pony posers are getting in the ring with Team Double Stuff, and they will get stuffed.
Like those guys a lot.
Dude, I love that energy, bro. That is so good.
Yeah, those two dudes look like they know each other well. Like they're comfortable with each other, man. They're just riffing doing this promo. You know, that's the best.
Yep.
So good.
Dude,
yeah,
that's always the best when it feels natural, man. And those, like you said, that's like you and I doing a promo, except interesting.
Right. That's a big accept. Oh, man. Well, listen, we got 3 more matches still on this show. Again, this is Central States Wrestling Flatline at the Abdallah Shriners in Overland Park, Kansas on Saturday. Bell time, 7 o'clock. Doors open at 6. We've got Matt Fitchett going to be there taking on Michael Strider. We've got King Saber taking on Landon Thomas Drake. And we've got Joe Tomorrow looking to take down Big Luke Langley. I know.
Okay.
I know Luke Langley had some thoughts on this match. The question is finding them. Here he is.
It's been 7 months since I've set foot in a Central States wrestling ring. But finally, the king in exile has returned. I don't know anything about Joe Tomorrow. I wouldn't know him from Adam. And I really doubt he knows anything about me. So let me introduce myself. I'm Luke Langley. I am the standard in Kansas City wrestling. I am inevitable. I am the constant. I am destined death. I am a goddamn killing machine.
Woo-hoo!
Well, you just got to introduce to Luke Langley.
You just talked me into the building, Luke.
Right?
I'm sorry, Mr. Langley.
That's right. Yeah, no, you don't want any trouble with him. God, man. That's going to be one stacked show, man. What is that? Is it 9 matches? It's 9 matches. The connoisseur is going to be there. The general manager. It's going to be a packed show. $30 for general admission. $35 for second row is a bargain. Everybody out near Overland Park, Kansas.
We talk about value, right? Dude, that is value right there. Oh, that's going to be a good one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, then we move on to Sunday. And we've got Frontier Elite Wrestling, and they're having a show called Aftershock, and that's going to be at the Sulphur Springs Community Center in Sulphur Springs, Indiana. Tickets are on sale now at frontierelitewrestling.com. Doors open at 5. Bell time is at 6 o'clock for this show. What do we got on this one, John? We've got Jake Bailey taking on Marco Modelo. We've got where's my thing? There we go. We got Jackson Morgan taking on Ricky Guns, and Ricky Guns apparently demanded that FEW post this promo.
Jackson Morgan.
Take a look around. You recognize this place? Well, you should. You see, this is the very building, the very warehouse where we forge our friendship, our brotherhood, House of Heathens. You see, I was there for you. But you see, week after week, month after month, match after match, I walked out of that curtain alone. And why is that, Jax? Because you don't have my back. You don't have my best interest in mind like I had yours. So I think I got to teach you a lesson, Jax. February 22nd, FEW, the House of Heathens comes to an end. I am the House of Heathens. And Jax, I think it's time that the heathen taught you a lesson. See you there.
That dude's ready for a fight. It sounds like this is a long-standing grudge here between.
Dude, this is it's always the matches between the friends, the partners that implode inevitably in this art form that we love are always some of the best matches, and that one is going to be a banger.
It is. That's another guy, man. Tons of it just flowed out of him. You know what I mean? So good. What else do we got here? Oh shit, yeah. So Mike Noble is going to defend the tag titles against Andre Stray and Eric Surge, which, by the way, holy cow, that tag team. Also versus Fire and Faith versus Empire for the tag team titles in a fatal four-way tag title match. I was watching Eric Surge on OVW the other night, man. He was in that championship match with Tony Evans and it's going to drive me crazy. But, dude, Eric Surge is just a monster, man. He is a monster. And that's another guy that is minutes away from being signed by WWE. He's got the look.
Agreed.
He's got that look. But that match is going to be absolutely fantastic as well. What else did I skip around here? Oh, we've got Brandon Day is going to take on Anthony Toatel, who was also on that OVW show, man. That guy is also just unbelievable.
Yeah, Toatel's no joke.
Yeah, and just ripped. Just look at him the other night. He was just ripped. Let's see here. And what's next? Let's see. I got one. We did cover that one. We covered Brandon Day and Anthony Toatel, Mike Noble versus the other three tag teams. We've got two more matches here. We've got a title unification match, John. I love those.
Oh, my goodness.
Elijah Eros, the Mid-Continental Champion, is going to take on Matthew Grant, the North American Champion. Titles to be unified. Loving it.
Nice.
But Matthew Grant is very confident ahead of this match with Elijah Eros.
Elijah Eros, for somebody who cares about FEW as much as you claim to, it's kind of funny. You become the Mid-Continental Champion. You beat Logan Myers. You end his career. And what do you do to capitalize on it? You don't show up. While I continue to put FEW on my back, wrestle multiple times a show, beat the best that they have to offer, and reign supreme as North American Champion. And now you decide to come back. Steal my spotlight away. Fine. Have it your way. Because February 22nd, I'm going to embarrass you. Because I'm going to walk out with your Mid-Continental Championship, with my North American Championship. I'm going to unify those babies together. And I'm going to show you why we're living in the present. See you soon.
Oh, whoa. Threw that at the end.
Ooh, wow. Caught me off guard there.
He hit me with a shiv in the side on the way out the door, man.
He did.
It's so good. I like his attitude, man. I bet he is so much fun to watch in the ring. That match is going to be so much fun.
That is awesome.
I got one more for you, John, and another two guys I just got done watching in different matches this weekend. Both very impressive. Ashton Adonis is going to defend the FEW championship against Donovan Cecil. That match is going to be outrageous. Ashton Adonis is one of those guys, man, that like is on the trajectory right now too, man. He's one of those guys that it's about to happen for him, and I'm ready for it. Let's hear from the champ ahead of this match.
Awesome.
You know, round 2, Omen Adonis. Now, he got the better of me in round 1. Rolled me up, embarrassed me in front of all the loyal, astonishing fans. You guys are probably perplexed why I said astonishing, because at the end of the day, whether it's 1, 1,000 to 1,000,000, you guys are the reason why we do what we do. And tonight, Omen, my trainer, my mentor, you lost to the creature that you created, the byproduct of what Indiana wrestling is now. So thank you. Because without you, there is no Adonis. There is no Astonishing. There is no end-all be-all. There is no FEW heavyweight champion. So thank you. But going forward, there's going to be a new light shined here in FEW. And that light will be astonishing. Not because of me. Because of you.
Ooh, sounds like a babyface to me.
Ooh, nice.
Babyface champ.
And man, talk about a great look. I mean, he looks awesome.
Yeah, he looks like he wants to get in a cage and fight you right now.
Exactly.
I mean, like a UFC
that's what
cage.
I was thinking is
yeah.
he looks like a cage. Yeah, he looks like a UFC cage fighter, man. Awesome.
100% does, man. I think, and he's another one I think that got started a little late, but he's really on the come up. And so you guys, if you're not in the loop on Ashton Adonis, get in the loop. And if you are anywhere near Sulphur Springs, Indiana, and the Sulphur Springs Community Center this weekend, get over there and check him out. And Donovan Cecil, that match is going to be, it's going to be a slobber knocker. I'm going to pull the old Jim Ross. It's going to be an absolute slobber knocker, folks. But again, that's Frontier Elite Wrestling Aftershock happening this Sunday at the Sulphur Springs Community Center. Tickets on sale, frontierelitewrestling.com. Doors at 5, bell time 6. All right, well, John, I guess that's it for us this week.
Man, that was a great show, man. We had some good promos, just some good conversation, man. We got into some stuff, and I hope everybody enjoyed, man, as much as I did. That was a good one.
Yeah, I'd like to have Third Shift back on here as well, because those guys, we could sit here and do a hockey podcast probably with them. If nothing, I mean, dude, college football,
hockey, college football, just sports, are just they just need to be on a guy's podcast. There just needs to be a bunch of us, because those guys they could talk all day long about any number of things, and it would be great.
100%. Yeah, really like meeting those guys. Very much looking forward to having them back on the show again. If you are in the Buffalo area, I think it was March 7th, check them out. I did realize that after we recorded the interview that the Sunday tryout was last Sunday now, but still, there will be more. And, so pay attention. Third Shift will be back next week. We will be back with Vito Fratelli, the Lucha Pro champion, the NTLL champion, the 3PWA champion, and the list goes on and on. Very much looking forward to that interview, but that's all we have for this week. John, you got anything else?
I do not, man.
Well, with that, I say, everyone, check out our link tree, follow us on socials, and I guess we will see you next week.
See ya.